Ah, the old classic music. Hello! Welcome to Crab Channel. I'm Teddy. I will be your crab today. As always, welcome in to anybody coming in. Welcome in to anybody lurking. Welcome in to anyone watching this far off in the future in the archives. Today, we're going to play some Aviary Attorney. I've seen, like, the beginning of this game years and years and years ago, so I don't remember anything. But I do know, basically a dumber version of Phoenix Wright with birds. And I'm excited. And I look forward to it. And I hope you're all looking forward to it too. I still have some things to do. I feel like every time I start stream, I'm like, oh my god, I have so many things that I need to do today. Oh my god, I have to do stuff after the stream. And today's no different. I think I'm just going to be busy for the rest of my life. Even when I don't have a whole lot of work. I'm poor and I'm still busy. How does that work? The heck? The heck? The heck? Anyway, we're here. And we're going to play a game. And hopefully, everything shows up as it should. Let me just make sure of a thing. There we go. That should be good. Everything should be fine. Wow. Aviary Attorney. Wonderful. We're gonna be birds. Ooh, we're gonna be birds. Alright, let's turn off this music, because I think this game has music, just not in the menu. It stopped. Okay. Let's go. New game! Hopefully these menu noises aren't too loud. Let's see. Nothing looks like it's peaking. We should be fine, hopefully. Yell at me if it doesn't, then I'll fix it. I don't know. Oh. New game. January 1st, 1848. The Chateau Crinière of Baron Roger. Merde, most foul. Is that Monsieur Granouille? Oh mon Dieu! Dame Cataline, what have you done? Act 1, a cat with claws. I should probably actually turn down the music a bit. That seemed a bit loud. It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? Where's the settings? Hey, settings. Let's do this. Answer your phone! I think I should be fine. Well, 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 look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird falcon? Too early for worms. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. There'll be time for that later. We've got business to handle first. Business? A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet. It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors. All right. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I'm writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Cataline, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. She is being held at La Concierge prison in the charge of murder, no less. Her trial is in 3 days' time. I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, the Seigneur Pertois de Miao of the de Miao estate. Well, this is quite something. I know, your first serious client in months. Not just that. The de Miao estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Cataline, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts. Wow, so I suppose you intend on defending Dame Cataline in court? Nope. Of course, it'd be foolish to let such a good opportunity slip through our feathers. Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We're going to find our kitty client at La Concierge. Excellent. My derriere was getting tired from all this sitting around. Oh, but I better file Senor de Miau's letter first. One moment, Falcon. Pertois' letter has been added to your evidence folder. Evidence! Why are they all British accents when they're supposed to be French? Because I started that way and didn't realize they were gonna be French. Access the evidence folder anytime. Oh! Oh! Okay. Nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that. Again, I recall you losing it at New Year's party. And at Christmas. Yes, alright, no need to make a list. Falcon has picked up his wallet. 20 francs! May see how much money he's carrying anytime, click on the wallet. Let's make a move. Oh. Map screen! From here, you can travel to any listed area, clicking on blah blah blah. It's a park with a clock, take a whole day to visit. No symbol can be visited freely. Oh dear, there's a time. Aviary attorney offices. No case is too big or too small. No junk mail. Well, if I can visit it freely, let's just see if there's anything worthwhile. Falcon, why are we back in your office? We have a case to solve. I was just procrastinating. Let's stop it. We need to get back to helping Dame Cataline. Alright, I'm ready. Let's go. Alright, nothing there. La Concierge. For centuries, the infamous Concierge prison has detained the accused and the condemned alike. J'accuse. Juego. Falcon and Spowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the Conciergerie prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Ah, the Concierge. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. Outer walls are impenetrable, the cells are spotless, the guards are well-mannered. What do you want? Good day, monsieur. I am here to see Dame Cataline de Miau. I am due to represent her in court. Oh, you're her lawyer, huh? Fine, fine, follow me. What are you waiting for? Keep up. Ah. My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Dame Cataline de Miau, I presume. You've arrived. The fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petite assistant, Sparrowson. Milady is knowledgeable. Don't talk like that, Sparrowson. Sorry. My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I am flattered. Oh wait, no. I'm flattered. But they weren't available at such short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory. Ah. You see, Falcon? I told you listing under Aviary attorney would pay off. Let's get down to business. Dame Cataline, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a bit brief. I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know? What exactly happened on the night of the murder? Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had arrived at Chateau Crinière, the home of great Baron Roger. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Granouille and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff? Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So all through dinner they were talking about company shares and investments, but I didn't really understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with a camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Sorry, man with a what took your what? Camera. It's a very new gadget. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture. Technology is amazing. I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson. Sure, let me believe. Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make note of it. Camera has been added to your inventory. Come on. Please continue, Dame Kathleen. So after we had the photograph, I went into the gardens to get some air. And that's when I found the body of Monsieur Granouille. It was all ripped open. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy monsieur and called for help, and then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. It must have been terrifying. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon? Who else was there? Dame Cataline, who attended the banquet that evening? Well, there was me and my papa. My dearest maman couldn't make it. And there was Baron Roger, who hosted the dinner, and his housemaid, Colline, I think she was called. Of course, there was Monsieur Grenouille. Well, until, you know, he died. And there was Monsieur Robito de Rubino, the man with the camera, but he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Dame Cataline, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Suspicious? Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows, or a bloodied murder weapon. Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you are looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I am afraid. The evening was very normal, the food was delicious, the conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see. Wait, Falcon, you missed something of huge importance. I did. Dame Cataline, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what food it was. You and your damn stomach. Let me see. We had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter. Go on. Then a marbled steak, served perfect bloody rare. Glorious. Falcon, write this down. What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case. Write it all down, please. For me. Fine, fine. Red herring has been added to the folder. It is a red herring. God damn it, game. Bloody rare steak. Ooh. Sparrowson, remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery. No cutlery? Even for the steak? Nope. You would think that the great Baron of Chateau Criniere would have gorgeous silverware. There was none to be seen. That is a little peculiar. Was there anything else you wanted to know? No, I think that will be all. So what's the plan now, Falcon? The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to Chateau Criniere and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves, and we should try to track down the supposed photographer, Monsieur Robito de Rubino. 2 days for 2 tasks? Seem doable. We should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You do believe my story, don't you? Ooh. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Let's go full tuney detective. Dame Cataline, I believe that a fair trial can draw the truth from any situation. I believe in justice. That's good to hear. You're not wrong, Falcon, but that's not what the lady wanted you to hear. You might want to work on being less of a, how to put it, pute. If serving justice makes me a fil de pute, then I'll wear that title proudly. Dame Cataline, Monsieur Granby, Baron Roger. Those names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they? Not particularly. Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is. What? A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalog. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. How about something bigger? Something more metaphysical? Something, Metatron. We'll figure it out later. Sparrowson is starting compiling of Facebook. Oh, look at that. J.J. Falcon, the aviary attorney himself. Sparrowson, Falcon's suave and courageous lackey. What a handsome fellow. Sparrowson. Portois de Miao, wealthy father of Dame Cataline. Hired us to defend. Quark, ill-mannered jailkeeper. Cataline. Grand-Oui. Anybody else? Nope. Okay. Access a list of people, blah, blah, blah. Let's make a move. We move! A new day. Oh, saves automatically at the start of each day, so don't screw it up. Save and quit for quick saves. Cog symbol in the upper left. Escape key. Cool. Standard fare. Likey. Studio Rubino. Anything at the office? Falcon, why are we back in your office? We have a case to solve. As procrastinating again, I enjoy to sit on my butt. Stop it, we need to get back acting. Alright, whatever, you stupid bird. I guess the chateau first? We're gonna need to go to both. Unless there's something that will... I don't think the game's gonna toss me like, I have to visit this thing first or else everything is ruined. We'll go to the chateau. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Criniere. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Excusez-moi, monsieur. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see? I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change? You have 20 francs in your wallet. What will you do? Oh, I'll be generous. There you go. Stay safe, madame. Oh, wow. Bless you, messieurs. Bless you. That was pretty generous of you, Falcon. Times are tough. Making sure mother and child can make it through the last of winter is the least I can do. But what I am doing, standing here moralizing, come on, Sparrowson. We've got business to attend to. Falcon and Sparrowson stepping in the pristine wood battle foyer of Chateau Criniere. Oh, look at this place. Baron Roger must be loaded. More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads. Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the Seine. Is he here right now? Yes, he's the smug-looking chap with the impressive name. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse. Hey, Baron! We'd like a word! How's that? Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention.
Did I hear my name? Great Baron Roger, property owner extraordinaire, at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators? Oh.
Do I lie? Or do I tell the truth? Can I open the Facebook? Oh! He's not the father. He didn't hire us. Might be worth lying to him. Correct, Baron. I am Inspector Vivicastral, and this is my lackey, Robinson.
Good thinking, Falcon. But don't slip up or we'll both end up in deep meld.
So how may I help you, Inspector?
We are investigating the murder of Monsieur Granouille, the frog who was killed here Friday evening.
Of course, such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you, messieurs, will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself.
Actually, yes, that would be fantastic.
Well, be my guest. You'll find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, the door to the right. That'll be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the... unfortunate incident.
Oh, can we see the finished photograph?
I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It is a slow process. My own copy of the photograph must be delivered in 3 days' time.
That's no good to us. The trial may be over there by then.
Nonetheless, we appreciate your honesty. Thank you, Baron.
Yes, no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you're done with your investigations.
So where should we go first?
Oh! Start in the main hall. Oh.
Actually, we haven't visited the garden yet. We definitely need to do that.
I'll have to go to the garden first then. Okay, never mind. Dame Cataline said that she found Monsieur Granouille on the stairs by the fountain. So this must be the very spot where the murder took place.
Hey, Falcon, do the crime scene investigation thing.
The crime scene investigation thing?
Yeah, you know, that thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail.
You mean search for evidence?
Yeah, do that.
That's not a bad suggestion. Wouldn't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. In investigation mode, you can examine the scenery, click an item, Falcon examine it in closer detail. Click the X when you're done. Okay, well, fountain. This fountain is finely crafted. Solid carved marble that can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water on the bottom of the lower basin.
It's a shame we can't see the upper basin from here. That would be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon.
That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wade in to take a closer look, just to be sure.
Yeah, I suppose we should.
Oh, I apologize. I wasn't being direct enough. What I mean to say was, Sparson, go wade into the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin.
Me? No way. If you want to go wading, do it yourself.
I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around a fountain like a duck in a lake.
Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. We'll flip for it.
Flip for it.
Yep, I'll flip this one franc coin. You call the outcome, get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So, what'll it be, heads or tails? Napoleon's face, or, plant squiggles?
How much you want to bet it's a two-headed coin? Put it all on heads. Don't let me down, Ote Bear.
Here I go. It's tails. Roll up your pantaloons, Falcon. You're going for a swim.
Ah, fine. Hold my shoes.
Falcon really should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip.
You did rig it, you little jerk.
I almost feel bad for cheating. Almost. Ah, you're back. Had a good swim?
No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon, though.
What is this? It's brown and sticky and it smells weird. Don't tell me you picked up a...
Very wet cigar butt, possibly belonging to Baron Roger? Correct. But that shouldn't be too surprising. This is his house, after all.
I'll stash it in the evidence folder just in case.
Cigar butt is added to the evidence folder.
Is there anything else we need to do here?
Well, not that anymore. What's this? Baron Roger certainly likes his horse statues.
I don't mind the horse statues, but little cherub people creep me out. Baby should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding.
A horse statue. This one has a goofy face.
That reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar and the barkeep says,
Why the long face? Yes, we've all heard that one. Oi.
"What? No." The barkeep says, "You've got to stop coming here. You're drinking us under the stable."
I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes.
Ooh, stairs.
Dried blood on the staircase. This must be where Monsieur Granouille died.
Do you see any bloody footprints? Ooh, or maybe a name scrawled in blood, written with the frog's last breath.
Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big sticky puddle. There's nothing to indicate that the body was moved or that the frog left a last-minute clue. All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Granouille was attacked and killed on the staircase.
Another...
Oh, wait, no, Falcon. Blech. Another beautifully made horse statue.
You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep. Eventually we realized that it was just filling up on horse d'oeuvres.
Tell you, bleh. A finely crafted horse statue. The mane almost looks lifelike.
Would you say it behooves you to stroke it?
No, I would not. Anything else? Anything? Anything, anywhere? Anything else to find? I think that might be it. Nothing here, nothing here, or here. We found a cigar butt, and that's about it. Well, alright, that seems to be it. Cigar found at the bottom of a fountain in Roger's garden. Could only be reached with a little waiting. I think we're done here.
Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip? We still have time.
Don't push your luck. To the lounge. Oh, she is quite tall. Sec on the floor, third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken.
Psst. Hey, Falcon, did you see that?
See what?
That housemaid totally did something shifty.
Shifty?
I think she just pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it.
Excuse me, mademoiselle.
Ah. Yes? Are you two policemen?
That's right. I'm Investigator Vivi Kestrel.
And I'm Lieutenant Robinson. Just got transferred to Marcel Weiss. Oh, how rude of me. My name is Colleen Duhat. So, what can I help you officers with today?
We're investigating the murder that took place last week. We could like to ask you a couple of questions.
Oh, the murder, of course. Let me just grab a chair. That's better. What was it you wanted to ask?
We're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room?
Oh yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. The cameraman was standing... just about where you're standing, actually, Inspector Cresswell.
And where was the camera pointed?
Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. Baron insisted on using that very location.
Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock.
I know, the painting on it totally clashes with the decor.
I was thinking along more obvious lines. The clock has no hands.
Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Rosier just keeps it around as a conversation piece.
Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working. It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make a note of it. Missing clock hands.
Is there something else you wanted to ask?
Mademoiselle, is there something we should know?
Pardon me? I don't know if you're aware, ma mère, but there's a serious murder investigation taking place here. It's no time to be keeping secrets.
Mayor?
It's cop talk.
No, it's nonsense talk.
Stop it. Quit being an idiot. You're making us look like buffoons.
I'm trying to do an actual investigation here, and you're just sticking at making us look like merde.
I understand the situation, officers, but I don't have anything to hide.
Pressure. We don't appreciate dishonesty, mademoiselle. Lying to a police officer, that's punishable by 10 years of hard labor and iron shackles.
20 if the judge hasn't had his coffee yet.
Tell the truth now, and maybe we can go easy on you.
Okay, no need to break out the bad cop routine. Probably saw me as you were coming in, and it'd be foolish for me to deny it any further. I admit it. I'm guilty.
Wait, you're guilty? You're admitting to murdering Monsieur Grandouille?
Wow, this case was easy. Look, Umberto. Oh, no, I'm not a killer. I'm just admitting that I might have something of a thieving habit. I've just been taking the occasional trinket, just little things the Baron wouldn't miss. I'm saving up so I can... oh, never mind.
I don't suppose you're the cause of all the missing silverware in the household?
You know about that? Yeah, I suppose that was me. It started with a couple of teaspoons. I didn't think those would matter. But, well, yeah, I suppose the habit got a little away from me.
That's one mystery solved, at least. Missing silverware, then remember.
So are you going to take me down to the station? Am I getting thrown in... prison?
What? No, you just get the warning. Snap on the wrist, put back whatever you stole, don't do it again.
That's a relief. Thank you so much, officer. Is there something else you wanted?
No further questions. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help.
It's no problem, messieurs.
Okay. Clock has no hands. Housemaid is stealing silverware. There's a cigar. There's a red herring. I guess that's everything, unless there's something else in the garden, now that we've talked to her.
Wow, Falcon. I had no idea you liked swimming so much. Maybe we should pay a visit to the seaside sometime.
I'm not here to go swimming. Again, I'm just making sure that we got everything. But it looks like we were fairly thorough. Alright, main hall then. Then we're done.
Did you, messieurs, have a good look around? I trust everything was in order.
We had a good look, thank you, Baron, but we actually have some questions for you.
Please, ask away. I have nothing to hide.
Baron Roger, I would like to ask about your activities on the night of the murder.
Oh, am I in trouble?
No, nothing like that. We're just gathering the full picture.
I see. Well, let me think. Guest arrived at 5 o'clock, and we all sat down for dinner at this very hall at 6. That part went magnificently. The photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had our picture taken. Our housemaid discovered the crime scene soon after that.
I see.
Is there something else I can help you with?
I'm afraid that I'm going to end up telling him that she's been stealing the silverware. And I don't want to turn her in for that. But I think I need all the information. We met your housemaid, Colleen Duhalt.
She's Scottish, young lady, isn't she?
Yes, she was more than willing to help us with our investigation.
I'm glad to hear it. Did you two want to talk about something else?
Oh, good. I don't have to turn her in. I feel like turning her into him is not the best idea. If I'm turning her in at all, it'll be like during the trial. I think that would be all, Baron. Thank you for your time.
It was a pleasure. Have a delightful day, monsieur.
Did you get all the information you needed, Falcon?
I hope so.
Don't worry. If everything goes wrong in the trial, we can always just wing it.
Terrible. Let's just head back to the office and get some rest. A new day. So I guess the things that are I can go to them anytime are just, you're done here. Here's some funny conversation. So I guess we go to Studio del Robinio. So this is the studio of the famous photographer. Shall we knock?
Wait, there's a note on the door. The magnificent and marvelous artist, Monsieur Roberto de Rubinio, is currently out on an artistic expedition. He shall return when his muse sees fit.
When his muse sees fit? What does that even mean?
I think it means that he's a pretentious bird brain, but in any case, the artist seems to be out. What should we do now?
We should knock anyway.
All right, I don't see the harm. Nope, doesn't seem like he's in, Falcon.
We should break in.
What? Are you serious?
Maybe?
Monsieur J.J. Falcon, I would have thought that a man of justice like yourself would be against such reckless displays of unlawful barbarism.
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over.
It's a brilliant suggestion. Stand back. I'm barging the door down.
Wait, just like that. Shouldn't we discuss this first? What in the earth Jesus' name was that?
You said you wanted to break in.
I thought we could find an open window. I didn't think it would turn into a bird-sized cannonball. Well, now that we're here, we ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something. It's very...
swanky?
I was going to say ostentatious.
That's just swanky talk for swanky.
We don't have time for this. The sound of a door being smashed in could be drawing unwanted attention. We should find anything that may help our case and get out.
Ooh.
This is a picture of a fence.
It's a fancy photograph. It leaves the viewer defenseless. Out of all the pictures here, I would pick it as my favorite. Okay, I'm done. No more fence puns.
This is a photograph of a castle somewhere in the countryside.
You know, I once had an uncle who fell off a castle rampart while on guard duty.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did he die?
No, he got demoted.
Music! What are you doing down there? Ugh. Terrible. A butterfly. Or maybe a moth. It's difficult to tell in black and white. This is a tiny photograph of what appears to be a jail cell.
That reminds me. How illegal is this? You know, breaking and entering, rifling through a person's belongings.
It's okay. A recently passed amendment allows for a proportionate amount of property damage in the pursuit of criminal evidence.
I don't think that's correct, but your use of legal jargon makes me have faith in your credentials.
Sounds like you're starting to learn the finer points of the French justice system, Sparrowson. A lighthouse? No, wait. It's a man in a top hat. Actually, if I squint and turn my head sideways...
It's a black smudge, Falcon.
This appears to be a photograph of a ladder. Symbolic of climbing towards success, perhaps.
Looks more like a step ladder to me.
Oh no, we're not getting into that old argument. Step ladder, help. A beautiful picture of the Paris skyline. Given the angle, this must have been taken from Notre Dame Cathedral itself. I see a finely dressed dandy fellow upon a horse. No more jokes? I'm gonna look at all the pictures first. Picture of a sailing ship on a windy day. Oh? Oh? Oh.
Hey, Falcon, look!
What? It's just an easel.
No. Look at what's on the easel.
Oh wow, this is supposed to be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder. There's no question about it. I see a housemaid, Dame Cataline, and I think that's Signor Portois, Caroline's father.
So what shall we do? Do we just... take this?
Do I just take it? What? Okay. We've come this far. We may as well borrow it. Studio photograph. We're absolutely going to give away that we broke into his place. Okay. Wait a minute. I wish I could look closer at it.
Is there anything else we need to do here?
I'll look at everything.
A chandelier. You should get one of those for the office.
I don't have the money for that sort of luxury. I see paints, inks, dyes. Not quite sure what the clear liquid in this bottle is.
I could taste test it.
You could, but we don't have time for a hospital visit right now, so let's not.
Oh, another picture.
I see a bourgeois tigress in profile. I think that's everything. I don't know why I'm making womp sounds, but... Nope, nothing else. I think we're good. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw attention to ourselves.
Sounds good to me. Uh-oh.
Oh,
what happened to my door.
We're lying. Some kids did it. Little weasel types. We saw them.
Yeah, weasels. They were all like, let's break into this art guy's house. And we were like, no, weasels, you cannot do that because that would be illegal. And then they were like,
We chased them off. That's the important thing.
Oh, well, thank you, I suppose.
Let's make a move. Trial day is approaching fast.
right, let's go.
Hi, Clump. Welcome in. We are investigating murder, most foul. Or, well, we're the birds. A frog was murdered. So, I guess you could say he croaked. I think that's everything we need to go. We can go and deal with that, but I kind of want to see all the funny lines.
Falcon, it's the trial day. Stop messing around. We need to head to the courthouse already.
I was just...
No, we're going to be late.
To la conciergerie.
Oh, what do you want?
I am JJ Falcon, defense attorney for...
I know who you are. I saw you came by earlier, but visiting hours are over. Come back next week.
Do you think you could make an exception for us?
Visiting hours are over.
We'll be quick.
I said, visiting hours are over. Do your bird brains understand? Parlez-vous français?
I don't think he's going to make an exception, Falcon.
You're right. Let's continue our investigation. The chateau! What stupid line do we have here?
Falcon, it's the trial day. Stop messing around. We need to head to the courthouse.
I was just...
No!
Alright, it's just gonna give me that everywhere. Fine! Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palais de Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal de Grande Instance.
Are you nervous, Falcon? That bad, huh? Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrowson. Is there anything else you need me to do?
No, we've got a handle on things.
Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case. That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through.
Let's move it along, fellas.
I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon.
We will.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready. Welcome to Phoenix Wright.
All right, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here?
JJ Falcon, present. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Rupert Rappington, present. Ready is prosecution, Your Honor. Oh, darn, that's not it. Oh, gosh, where are my notes? Ha! I knew it.
Knew what?
Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes.
Oh. Was he smart?
No, he always scored the second worst marks in class. I can only assume that he bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his two rabbit's feet. Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag.
That's good to know. But say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in the class, who scored the lowest?
I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate. Here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Are all the jury present?
President accounted for, Your Honor.
Hey, Falcon, I thought there were only 6 members of the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8?
Oh, those two birds with the funny hats are assiers, the associate judges.
Everything seems to be in order, so let us begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Cataline de Miao. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand.
Oh, gosh, are we there already? Okay. I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Valerity, to the witness stand.
Inspector Valerity, please approach the stand and recite the oath. As you will, Your Honor, I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Monsieur, no, Inspector, please state your name and occupation for the record.
My name is Inspector Just Valerity. I am a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague this city. I have enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian Killer to justice. My path begins 18 years ago. Let's stick to the questions, Inspector. Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, great. I was hoping we could have one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, but instead we're stuck with lawful goody two-shoes. I bet this guy would turn in his own mother if he saw her littering. So, Inspector, is it true that you are the lead investigator on this case?
That is correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime.
Then perhaps you can walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival.
Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Roger. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Cataline de Miao. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Granouille with his blood on her paws.
Well, that sounds like an open and shut case, in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor.
Bloodied paws. Nobody told me that detail.
Keep it together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony.
Of course. I know this. You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon.
Oh. Find flaws in this is just Phoenix Wright, just with birds. Ask the right questions, bring through the light, don't point details. Oh! Sliced open corpse. He was startled by the blood on her paws, but that can be explained. Because the maid's been stealing the silverware, and they had to eat a bloody rare steak without utensils. They had to eat it with their hands. She's got blood on her hands. Inspector, you say Dame Cataline had blood on her paws.
Correct. Blood clung to her fur like guilt to a convict.
Whose blood was it? I was just about to ask if this was Ace Attorney with Burbs. Basically, apparently.
Ha! What a question. It was Monsieur Granouille's, of course.
How can you be so sure?
I object. This line of questioning is absurd. There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon. Blood on Dame Cataline's paws could only have belonged to one person, Monsieur Granouille. Judge, this Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions.
I'm afraid the prosecution may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect that the blood belonged to someone other than Monsieur Granouille?
I do.
I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Cataline's paws had nothing to do with the murder.
This is foolish time wasting, Falcon. If the blood on Dame Cataline's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did the blood come from?
Steak. On the evening of the murder, Dame Cataline
ate a bloody rare steak.
Is this true, Monsieur Abington?
Well, in a manner of speaking, I suppose steak may have been on the menu.
Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak?
Well,
Wait, don't answer that, Inspector.
it is a possibility.
No!
Oh, intriguing. Oh, it looks good. Oh, holy shit. Oh my god, oh, that's fucked up. Oh, wow. Gained favor with the jury. Nice. So, Inspector Voletti, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater?
Now, hold on just 1 minute, Falcon. You are overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Caroline is an elegant bourgeois kitten. She was no doubt brought up with a flawless etiquette and a perfect table manners.
But who was the steak before it came a steak? Another obvious crime afoot. In a world full of animals like this? Kinda, yeah.
At the banquet, she would have eaten the steak with a fork in her left hand and a knife in her right, like any proper civilized animal. How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws with such good manners?
Ah, that is a good question. Or at least it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happened, something was missing from that particular banquet. Something that forced Dame Cataline to eat with her paws. The silverware was stolen by the housemaid. Kapow! Dame Cataline was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household has been previously stolen.
Stolen? I don't recall any of that in the police report.
We weren't aware of anything missing from the Roger residence when we performed the initial investigation.
It's a conspiracy she was set up.
Well, as it happened, Baron Roger approached us about this very subject last night.
Oh, innocent, perhaps. Oh my god, holy shit.
What is the meaning of all this?
Bloody steak, misplaced silverware. Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report?
Facts? My investigation, Judge, I assure you I am the most thorough investigative officer on the force.
Then it is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all.
Oh, dear.
Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case.
Fine. So be it. Messieurs, until next time.
He's gonna go cry in a corner now. Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. I call upon, let's see, Monsieur Robito Rubinio, the photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder.
Monsieur Robito Rubinio, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliché, to be perfectly honest. Could the witness please introduce himself for the court record?
As if anybody in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me.
I am the great Monsieur Robito Rubinio, cutting-edge photographer and visionary. I don't just take people's pictures, I capture their very essence. Je suis l'artiste tué un pipe. You may have seen my works in hit magazines La Branche or C'est Chaud.
I can send you tweets if you like. What on earth is a tweet?
A bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon, it's the 19th century. Get with the times already. Yes, your works are very impressive, Monsieur Rubinio, but let's get down to business. Could you tell us your activities on the night of the murder? Very well. I was hired by Baron Bourget to capture the evening's events. I arrived at 7 in the evening, pointed my camera, and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Roger and left. Like a true artist. And with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph? I thought you might ask. I brought a copy so that you could all see for yourselves. Very good. Let's take a closer look. My word, this is an exquisite picture. So, let's see. Who do we have here? In the middle, we see Baron Roger, the lion who hosted the event. On the left, we see Seigneur Pertrois de Miao, the father of the defendant, Dame Cataline. And finally, we see the housemaid, Colleen Duhaut, who I suspect may have snuck into the picture uninvited. As you can see, the two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is the victim, Monsieur Granwy. The second is the defendant, Dame Cataline de Miao. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree?
Just a moment, Monsieur Abington. This proves nothing. So the defendant and the victim were not photographed with the others. That does not mean they were in the garden together at that point.
Hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet.
Prosecution may continue.
Behind the photograph subjects, we see a wall clock with the time set at 7:30. Now, why is that time significant? Well, as Inspector Valdersi told us earlier, that was the exact time the murder took place.
That clock doesn't have hands. You put those in.
You see, Falcon? Every suspect has an alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Cataline herself. Hey, Falcon, that photograph doesn't seem right. It looks different to the one we borrowed from Robinio's studio.
I see it too. That's a good thing I thefted. Our photograph shows Colleen Duhaut, Dame Cataline, and Seigneur Pertrois. Oh shit. Also, the clock doesn't have fucking hands. But Monsieur Robinio's photograph shows Baron Roger where Dame Cataline should be standing. If we assume that only one photograph was taken, then this demonstrates that one of the photographs must have been edited in some way.
You should just slam that evidence down. Be like, bam, inconsistency. This whole courtroom is out of order. Case closed.
I can't do that.
Well, I suppose you could be a little more delicate with your words.
No, I mean I can't do that because our evidence was illegally obtained. If I were to present it, Monsieur Robinio would ask how we acquired it, and the whole trial could derail. In a worst-case scenario, I could lose my legal license, and we would be arrested for theft.
Oh, well, we don't want that.
No, we don't. I should tread lightly. Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness.
Very well. Events may proceed.
It's a waste of time, if you ask me. The photographs are rock-solid evidence.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, I guess I can go with the fact that the clock has no hands. So 7 p.m. Monsieur Rubinio, you say that you arrived at 7 o'clock.
Give or take a couple of minutes, yes.
How do you know that you arrived at 7?
Well, the clock in my house read 6:45 when I left, and the walk to Chateau Cunier was around 15 minutes.
Love the red herring. Me too.
I don't claim to be a flawless timekeeper, but I am a professional. I always stick to an appointment.
How long did it take to set up your camera?
Took perhaps 25 minutes to find a shooting location, put together the camera, and ready the film.
So you arrived at 7, and the photograph took place at 7:30, and you spent 25 minutes setting up. That leaves 5 minutes unaccounted for.
Falcon, surely you aren't suggesting that Monsieur Rubinio did something of nefarious in this small window of time? Am I?
I just wanted to say that the clock doesn't have hands. Oh. I am? I most certainly am. This discrepancy is of utmost importance to the case. Well, I probably spent 2 minutes or so talking to Baron Roger. You took a great interest in my camera. I see, but that still leaves 3 minutes remaining. Spent perhaps 2 minutes using the bathroom facilities. Falcon, do you seriously expect us to sit here and listen to you nickel and dime Monsieur Rubinio about every second? I must agree, this is quite unnecessary, Monsieur Falcon. Please stop that at once. He's a fucking idiot. Oh my god. Shit. Well, I did that wrong. So it wasn't the time, I guess the photograph itself, because the photograph is the evidence, but, let's take a closer look at this photograph. Just to clarify, Monsieur Robinio, the photographs are a direct reflection of reality, are they not?
That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies.
That is most curious, because I see a mistake.
Mistake? Impossible. I just told you, monsieur. The camera is a perfect, flawless, unbiased device. Photographs it produces are flawless. Falcon, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific.
Certainly. Clock. I could choose so many things. If I click this, the evidence is the picture that we stole. And we don't want to do that. But if I click this, we've been told, and people know that the clock doesn't have hands. The clock in this photograph, there is something not right about it.
Well, isn't that convenient? The defense sees something wrong with the key piece of evidence that implicates his client.
Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Rubbington. I have evidence that there's something wrong with the clock in that picture. The clock has no hands. The photograph clearly shows the clock's hands pointing at 7 and 6.
That much is self-evident.
Which is most curious, because the clock in the lounge of Chateau Crinière has no hands.
It has no hands?
Clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Roger or his housemaid if you have doubts. Monsieur Rubinio, how do you explain this discrepancy?
I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless.
There is no mistake, monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world.
Maybe there was an error in the printing process.
An error precisely where the clock's hands should be. Please, monsieur, don't patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, Monsieur Robinio, edited this photograph.
Edited?
I'm no expert, but I suspect that you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task, considering that the clock face was bare. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph just to simplify the editing process.
Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing?
Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph's subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Robinio created a perfect alibi. Of course, this raises further questions. Who is the witness protecting? And why? Was Monsieur Robinio coerced? Bribed? Threatened? Enough silence. Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Robinio.
Fine. You've got me. I'm guilty. I did it all.
You did it. You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Grunry.
What? No. I have no idea who killed the frog. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs. And yes, that included adding hands to the clock.
You were ordered? By whom?
I dare not say.
Monsieur Robinio, I strongly advise you to answer the defense's question. You are pledged to speak without fear, after all.
With respect, Judge, I fear his claws more than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names. His claws. Did you hear that, Falcon?
And it is most unfortunate. Monsieur Robinio, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We don't live under the ancien regime, after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, then we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. Take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course.
I can't protest. That is the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. Good day, messieurs.
Holy shit. Yeah. All right, so we only screwed up with the jury once so far. We're doing okay.
So, the clock's hands were painted on. So what? It doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts Dame Cataline as absent close to the time of the murder. That's significant.
Don't be dense, Monsieur Rabington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence.
Why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events.
Because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were too. It is possible that Dame Cataline was painted out. Even worse, it is possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for.
So what are you saying, Falcon? That the housemaid paid off the photographer? Or was it Seigneur Pertois de Meow, perhaps?
I don't think so. Housemaid lacks means or motive. And it wouldn't make sense for Seigneur Pertois to implicate his own daughter.
Well, surely you are not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Roger deliberately tried to frame Dame Cataline? Because that would be the most outlandish story yet. The Baron is a pillar of our community. He would never do such a thing.
Monsieur Rabington, I'm not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor. However...
Perhaps I should offer my opinion.
Baron, it's not a time for your witness testimony yet.
So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence.
Incompetence?
Indeed. Let's proceed with witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge?
Yes, I suppose that's fine.
Very good. I trust the defense has no objections.
As a matter of fact...
Tread carefully, Monsieur Falcon. Or should I call you Inspector Vivi Kestrel? I hear that impersonating a police officer is a major criminal offense. It would be a shame if word was spread.
No objections here. Please continue, Baron.
Fantastic. But before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear, prejudice, etc., etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me what I witnessed over the course of the evening.
Okay. Baron Rougier, on the night of the...
The initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grandry left to visit the garden. Dame Cataline followed behind him moments later. Senor Pertois, Monsieur Robinier, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind. After the photographer had left, my mousemaid left to go find Monsieur Garvey and Dame Cartoline. That would have been when I heard her cry for help.
Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from here.
I would like to cross-examine the witness.
Do you doubt my integrity, Garçon?
I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron.
Very well then. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Bourget, am an honest man. Lion man. Thunder. Thundercats.
Defense may proceed with the cross-examination. Oh boy. Huh. So we've already used these. The stake showed that the blood on her hands was fine, along with the silverware. We can't use the painting, but it showed us the difference to let us know to use this. We haven't used the cigar. Dropped in the fountain. Ooh. Dinner went magnificently, except for the fact that the silverware was gone. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grandouille went to visit the garden. I mean, that seems like it makes sense. Dame Cataline followed behind a few months later. Housemaid discovered the pair. Maybe the housemaid? Because she wasn't... Actually, no. She's the one that called for help. That's right. She discovered the pair. She did discover the pair. So, garden, maybe? Baron, we saw the murder scene, your garden, for ourselves. What's with all the horses? Baron Roger, when was the last time you ventured into your own garden?
As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years.
Years, you say?
Indeed.
Oh, got him. Got it. First try. Hell yeah. I know what I'm doing. I'm a lawyer. Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar, but you are a fucking liar. That claim does not hold up to scrutiny.
Oh, why is that?
Because we have hard evidence that you have visited the garden recently.
Balderdash, my word is gold. Show the court this so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden. Show them this turgid evidence that you have stifleware.
A wet cigar. This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin. Right beside where the murder occurred. A cigar butt. That could belong to anybody.
Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself.
Okay. Sorry, Baron.
That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars, but I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon. I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years. But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. It must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin.
You see, Falcon, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. I would find that believable if the cigar were casually discarded. But as it happened, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience.
And a little paddling.
The cigar butt was not dropped. It was deliberately hidden.
There are any number of possible explanations.
Are there? Because I can only think of one. That is that you, Baron Roger, deliberately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities.
Did I now? And what illicit activities would those be?
You want me to spell it out? Fine. Let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Roger, murdered Monsieur Granouille. That is what you were trying to keep hidden.
Directly accusing me of murder, how shamelessly brazen.
That is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegation is baseless. You have no evidence, no means, motive, opportunity.
No evidence. Think harder, Monsieur Revington. Every piece of evidence points to Baron Roger as the prime suspect. You want the means? The Baron certainly had the means. His lion's claws are as sharp as a surgeon's blade. Gutting a frog belly would be trivial to him. Even Monsieur Robinio confessed just moments ago that he feared his claws.
Ridiculous! I would never threaten a man with violence.
You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive. By removing a business partner, the Baron's share of his railway company increased from 1/3 to half.
This is preposterous.
And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, and yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. Photographing the guests in front of a handless clock to make for easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said.
Prosecutor, are you just going to let this slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something. Object. You're pitifully useless.
After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence, his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it. So, out of desperation, he threw it into the fountain, out of the sight of his guests and any snooping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Seigneur Pertois de Miao, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Alas, Dame Cataline was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised.
This is an outrage. Judge, I demand you disbar this ranting lunatic.
No, there is only one outrage here. That is, that a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl of a murder. You're a bourgeois of the worst kind.
How dare you, Garçon? You have the nerve of a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous. I'm nothing like the fat cat bourgeois. I am a respectable, hard-working capitalist.
Okay, buddy. No, you're a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs.
You incredulous web! I ought to gut you right here and now like a damn frog.
Could, someone please restrain the Baron?
Morning, Your Honor. Let's go, old man. Your concierge ain't with you. Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw. I can mock myself.
This is, quite a turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add?
Well, in a manner of speaking, to be honest, shit. No.
I shall now confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court please be patient in this time.
Falcon, that was pretty incredible.
Thank you. I just hope it was enough.
What do you mean? You just proved Cataline's innocence. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure.
Sparrowson, I think you've misunderstood something important about the justice system.
What's that?
I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Dame Cataline's innocence. All I have done is demonstrate that there is a significant possibility that she is not guilty.
I'm not sure that I understand the difference.
We have reached a decision. In light of the recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made with the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Cataline de Meow, to be not guilty.
Monsieur Falcon, Petite Sparrowson, you did it.
Yeah, I suppose we did, didn't we?
We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. You did it, Falcon.
I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement.
I'm so proud of you both. I'll go get one bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses. You were amazing, Monsieur Falcon.
It was nothing.
I very much liked the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius.
Well, I didn't pin anything, Sparrowson, and I just worked at unveiling the truth given the facts of the case.
Monsieur Falcon, there is no need to play coy. The case is over.
Oh, did she actually do it?
Play coy?
Don't tell me you're actually being sincere.
I'm completely lost.
Oh, wow. I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. All right, I'll spell it out for you.
She actually did it, didn't she? God damn it. I've been had.
I murdered Monsieur Granouille.
I've been had.
I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized my opportunity. It was nothing personal, just business, you understand.
Business.
To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said the drunk old frog was the weakest link.
This lady.
Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron Roget's cigar butt hidden in the garden.
Oh, I put that there. I expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris' finest. But Falcon proved that Monsieur Robinio's photograph was evident. Edited. It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Granouille in the garden. My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Robinio to paint me over Baron Roget and to add hands to the clock. But that lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering either photograph by trial day. It's a good thing that Monsieur Falcon was so imaginative, because that could have gone very badly. What's with the silence? You should both be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who would have won a case like this, even for a bourgeois kitty like me.
I think you should leave.
Fine. So much for the celebrations. Here's the payment for your services, straight from my papa's pockets. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, Petit Sparrowson.
Shit.
Falcon, what do we do now?
Falcon?
This bitch! Mango! I did not see that coming. Well. I'd mentioned that I'd seen like the beginning of this game before, and I'm pretty sure that I had seen up through like digging through the garden and like talking to the maid. I don't remember the trial, and I definitely don't remember that twist, so I think we are long past anything that I've seen before. Good, I didn't see that. Ah! Cool. I don't think... Like, the game sets you up to do that. What happens if I fail? Is it a good ending if I fail? Am I supposed to screw up? No, I'm supposed to have this horrible thing happen. But what happens if I screw up? Does it take me back and like make you do it again so that you get this ending, or do you get do you get a good ending of yes, she was the murderer all along? Like, I'm gonna have to like play this again when I finish streaming it and find out. Let's keep going. January 7th, 1848. The Palais de Louvre. Ah, the Louvre. Let us be reasonable, senors. I am sure that this is a simple misunderstanding.
There is no misunderstanding. In the name of the king, arrest the Spaniard!
Murder most foul. A fox among wolves.
I knew Falcon wouldn't feel like turning up to the office on Friday. But now it's midday on Monday and there's still no sign of him. This is becoming a little concerning.
Well, he's probably upset because he let it, because, you know, that. Oh, yes, let's let the idiot go looking.
I should probably go find him. His home would be a good place to start. But Birdbrain never gave me his address. I'll just have to find him the hard way.
What's the hard way? What's the hard way? What? The prison?
Excuse me, monsieur. I'm looking for my friend.
Do I look like a lost and found here? Buzz off, Birdbrain.
All right, then.
Foxes are basically cat software on dog hard. Yep. Last case, it was the cats and never trust any. Oh, it makes him guilty. Case closed. Wow. Maybe the court?
No sign of Falcon here. Excuse me, Rupert. Oh, it's you, the first year dropout. Hey, I didn't drop out. I was forcibly ejected. That doesn't matter right now. I'm looking for Falcon. Have you seen him? Falcon, the guy who somehow blundered his way through the Catalan trial with the help of some very dubious evidence. No, I haven't seen him since the trial. Oh, well, thanks anyway.
Oh. Has he gone there? Why would he go there? For revenge? I'm concerned.
Excuse me, Mademoiselle Duhat. Down here. Oh, there you are. It's Lieutenant Robinson, yes? What? Oh, Yes, that's right. That's me. I heard about the case you were involved in. I never would have thought that the Baron was a murderer. He always treated me with the utmost respect. But then, I suppose it makes sense that the most ruthless killers are the ones who can put up the best facade. Yeah. I suppose so. Say, how's your friend doing? He seemed a little down last night. Oh, you've seen him? Yes, he was brooding in the corner of Le Canard Joyeux, mumbling and drinking. It was a little depressing, to be perfectly honest. Le Canard Joyeux? That's the dingy student bar on Rue Jean, right? It's not dingy, it's just a little rusty. In any case, that's an enormous help. Thanks, mademoiselle. Any time, Robinson. Le Canard Joyeux, the happy duck.
Is it a duck? Is a canard a duck? I think a canard's a duck. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've taken French classes. It took 3 years, like forever ago. Je parle un petit peu. Sparrowson steps through the doors of Le Canard Joyeux, the dingiest student tavern in all of Paris. His nostrils fill with the pungent aroma of sour wine and bitter tobacco.
Well, ruffle my feathers if it isn't Little Sparrowson. I haven't seen you in years. How you doing, huh?
I'm feeling pretty good, Madame Coinel. Thanks for asking. I'm actually here to find a friend. He's a big guy named J.J. Falcon.
Falcon? Yep, that sorry lump has been here all weekend. He's just been moaning and muttering himself all weekend. Frankly, he's bringing the whole atmosphere down.
I'll take care of him. Thanks, Madame Coinel.
That's no problem, hon. He's still probably in the corner drinking room upstairs.
I guess we'll go to the drinking room. No sign of him. What you? I almost stepped on the big fellow. Falcon, what are you doing on the floor? Hey, Falcon, wake up! Wow, that's completely out cold. Must have drunk this place dry. Let's see, how do you wake a drunk person? I love this. Kick him. Nope, nothing. Yell at him. Good morning, Falcon! Rip headphones. Nope, nothing. Drink on the face. Well, I guess it's time for a rude awakening. Wakey, wakey! Ah, good, you're up. Are you with us, Falcon? Yeah. Feeling sober? We should probably head back to the Aviary office so we can get some work done. I don't understand it, Sparrowson. Huh? I thought I did everything right. I followed all the procedures. I found all the evidence. I presented the case beautifully. Yeah, this is how it, all right, we were supposed to win/lose that last case. And yet, a guilty feline walks free while an innocent man sits in custody. What went wrong? Where's the justice? Maybe we need to try harder? Try harder. I don't know if we messed up or if the system messed up or what, but we just have to do our best as lawyers, I suppose. Maybe if we work hard enough, we can stop mess-ups from happening again. Sorry, Falcon. I don't have the answers, but what I do have is freshly baked croissants from Pierre's Boulangerie. Croissants. waiting for you back at the aviary. I'm sitting here, moping about justice, and you offer me croissants. Well, it's not just croissants. I got some plain... I got some pain au chocolat, too. I could go for pain au chocolat. Fantastic, then let's make a move. I could do that. Alright, I admit it, those croissants. Amazing. Told you, Pierre's Boulangerie en Rue Verte is something else. Oh, that reminds me, the baker told me something interesting. Do you know what they call pain au chocolat in America? They don't call them pain au chocolat? Nope, pronunciation difficulties. American is a whole nother language. So what do they call them? Chocolate croissants.
Hello?
Baguette. Chocolate croissants. What do they call profiteroles? I think those are still profiteroles, but rather than custard, they filled them with ice cream and smothered them in melted chocolate. Simply outstanding.
Is this the aviary attorney? Can I speak to someone, please?
What do they call crepes?
Excuse me?
Did you just hear something, Sparrowson?
Down here!
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. What can I do for your little one?
Oh gosh, where to start?
Your name, perhaps?
Mousy. My name's Mousy.
And what can we do for you, Monsieur Mousy?
I have this friend, and he's fallen under some legal turbulence.
Legal turbulence? You mean he's been arrested?
Yes, I suppose so. They're saying he's a murderer, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
That's quite a problem.
I know. Oh, I forgot to mention he's the Prince of Spain.
I'm sorry, I was caught off guard by that. Prince of Spain. And you didn't think that was worth mentioning from the start?
I forgot.
I must ask, Mousy, why did you come to us? I would have thought that the Spanish royal family would hire a legal counsel with a little more... not terribleness? Expertise.
The prince has great faith in your lawyering skills, Monsieur Falcon. He said that your reputation as a lawyer is renowned.
Really? The prince said that. This is a great opportunity, Falcon. Surely you wouldn't deny a request from the Prince of Spain. Meh. Of course we'll take the case. Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We have royalty to defend. That's the spirit.
Good luck to you, Monsieur.
You aren't coming with us, Mousy?
I got stuff going on. It's just things. You don't want to know about these things. It's, I go into holes and then I find cheese and sometimes, things get a little bit messy and it's like a mouse trap that I gotta get around. And it's usually a cat or something. And then, I gotta find a corner in the house and then I just leave a little pellet-sized poop there. This is a very busy day. But Prince Wise being helping concierge, I'm sure he'll fill you in on the other details.
Alright, let's make a move then. La conciergerie. Surely you would... Meh. Good day, monsieur.
It's you two again. Hey, nice work on Lady Kitten's trial. Baron Roger is pacing around a cell right now, ranting about wringing your neck.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
He's super mad, but hey, criminal's a criminal, right? If Lion don't want a death sentence, he probably shouldn't have killed the guy. Oh, you're not here to defend him, are you? Because that would be hilarious.
I'm actually here to see Prince Juan Quierdo, heir to the throne of Spain.
Mouthy fox, huh? That guy's driving me nuts with his senores and his flamboyant attitude. I'd say the sooner he hangs, the better.
How very pleasant.
Well, come on then, while we're young.
This guy. Prince of Spain, I assume. Oh. Indeed, I am Juan Quijildo, heir to the throne of España. And you must be the legendary lawyer, Senor J.J. Falcon. Well, I wouldn't say legendary.
I wouldn't even say notable.
Such humility. I would expect nothing less from renowned individuals such as yourselves. But let us get down to business. I trust that my companion or Mousy explained the situation. He told us that you've been accused of murder, but we need some further details before we can start our investigation. Ah, of course. What is it that you wanted to know? What are you reading? What were you reading before we so rudely interrupted? Ah, this book. It is a Spanish classic. Don Quixote de la Mancha. Do you know it? I fucking love Don Quixote. That's literally my favorite book. Literally my favorite book. I bought that book for myself when I was like 12. The what's it called? The unedited version. Not unedited. There's a different word. Where they don't take any bits out of it. So it's the entire story. It is long. It is like 1,000 pages. And it is old. And I love every friggin' page of it. I've read this book. I've read this book more times than many people have seen its title. I've read it. It's a strange story. I don't know whether I'm supposed to be laughing or crying over the hero's misadventures. Indeed, it's easy to read the book as a comedy. But when I look around, I cannot help but see all the people who think themselves as knights. Not unabbreviated. Unabridged. That's the word. Clump, you didn't have the right word, but it was close enough to remind me of the right word.
I have no idea what you two are prattling on about.
Not a book lover, Senor Sparrowson.
I dabble. It's just most of my reading material tends to be on the lighter side. Nice and pulpy.
I see. Well, how about this, Senor Sparrowson? I will lend you this book. Maybe you will have a chance to read it, and then you will be able to join in our conversation.
Thank you. I'll keep it in my bathroom. For toilet reading material, of course.
Sparrowson. El ingenioso hidalgo Don Quixote de la Mancha has been added to your evidence folder. Don't know what the word means, just the first thing that came. Unabbreviated is... I mean, it's a word. Unabbreviated is just like spelling out Mr. instead of using MR. So it's the same idea. Just an abridged book has like entire sections of the book taken out of it for size sake. When it's huge, like Don Quixote. I have an unabridged version, and then I have an abridged version that's over 100 years old. I have 2 copies of the same book. And the abridged version is also illustrated. So I can flip through that for some pictures, and if I want the whole story in before the entire book is in the inventory, don't you freaking... No, it's not. However, on close examination, page 44 seems to be missing. What's on page 44? I know it's going to come to us in the game, and I know that between the 2 versions that I have, it's going to be different page 44s, so it doesn't actually mean anything, but hold on. Elevator. That thunk was the sound of my book hitting the desk. elevator. Page 44, huh? Alright. What's on page 44? Jesus. The introduction. The introduction to the book of this version, just talking about the story of Don Quixote lasts until page 35. So page 44 is like 2 pages into the actual story. Oh my goodness. So what if I actually, all right. Chapters. Let's try to find page 44 of like the actual story. Yes, I'm doing this. Yes, for real. Where is it? Part 1, dedication. Okay, here we go. Starting from the dedication. So the dedication starts on page 39. So 83. 83 would be the page. That would be page 44 of the book itself. So 83. Where is it? 83. When he thought the time had come, he entered the village and went to Don Quixote's house, which he found in an uproar. The curate and the village barber, great friends of Don Quixote, happened to be there, and the housekeeper was addressing them in a loud voice. "What do you think, Master Liciente Pedro Perez?" That was the curate's name. "Of my master's misfortune. For the past 6 days, neither he, nor his horse, nor his buckler, nor his lance, nor his armor has appeared. Woe is me, I'm now beginning to understand, and I'm sure of it as I am of death, that those accursed books of chivalry that he continually reads have turned his brain topsy-turvy. Now that I think of it, I remember hearing him say to himself many a time that he wished to become a knight-errant and go through the world in such adventures. The devil and Barabbas take such books, for they have ruined the finest mind in all La Mancha." The niece said the same, and a little more. "You must know, Master Nicholas," this was the name of the barber, "that it was a frequent occurrence for my uncle to read those soulless books of misadventures for days and nights on end. At the end of that time he would cast the book from his hands, clutch his sword, and begin to slash the walls. Then, when he was grown very weary, he would say that he had killed 4 giants as big as towers, and that the sweat that dripped off him after his great exertions, he would say, was blood from the wounds he had received in battle. Then he would drink a great jugful of water and become calm and peaceable, saying that the water was a most precious liquor that his friend the great enchanter Esquife had given him." Yes, Esquife, that is a name that he says in the book. That's a wonderfully stupid-sounding name. "I, however, blame myself for not having warned you of my uncle's extravagant behavior. You might have cured him before all things reached such a state, and you would have burned all those excommunicated books. He has many, mind you, for they all deserve to be burned as heretics." That's the first paragraph of page 44. Enjoy getting some culture in this stream. Book is as old as Shakespeare. Well, not as old as... I mean, it's as old as Shakespeare's writings. Because weren't they... Miguel Cervantes, he was like... I forget if he was born the same day that Shakespeare was born or if he died the same day Shakespeare died, but they were peers. They were peers of the time. So their writing coincides with the writing of each other. Anyway, we're playing a video game. Book reading stream when? Oh, I'll do it. I will absolutely do it. Don't you tempt me. Don't you tempt me to read Don Quixote on stream. This is a 1,000-page book, and I will do it. Is that what you all want? Do you want a book? Do you want a book reading stream of Don Quixote? Because it's in public domain. I can do it. And I fucking love Don Quixote.
Was there anything else you wanted to know?
Yes, you guys want it? All right. I'll figure out some planning for it. I'll try to come up with some ideas so that it's not, just a black screen. I'm trying to, set up some images or something. And, someday. Don't expect it right away, because my life is a mess right now, but something I'll start working on. Sure. Okay. I've actually wanted to do some book reading streams of, because I also have Dracula and Frankenstein, and one of the first things I thought as I was just setting things up for streaming was that would be good for Halloween, of just read one of those books. Because some of them are not incredibly long reads. I read Frankenstein in a night. Reading it out loud would take a bit longer, but that could be done. And I planned ahead, those are in public domain. I could do that without having any issues. So, all right. Do some book readings. Let me have some water so I don't die, because I'm talking a lot this stream. Why are you here?
Why did you come to Paris, Prince Juan? I was on a diplomatic mission. I do not know whether you are familiar with current events, but you may have heard that my country is in a state of turmoil. Contenders for the Spanish throne are slandering, plotting, backstabbing, it's chaos, and the people are suffering. So I thought, if I can befriend some French royalty, perhaps even the king himself, maybe I can strengthen my family's name. With the Kierdo dynasty restored, I would have a chance at bringing peace to my beautiful nation.
Well, I guess our plan's gone out the window.
Sparrowson, don't be rude.
No, he's right. I have failed terribly.
Don't fret, Prince Juan. We'll do everything in our power to clear your name. Maybe once the dust has settled, you'll have another opportunity to speak with King Louis Philippe and complete your mission. Copyright-free fan art of the book. Oh, I know there's definitely, since Don Quixote is in public domain, there's definitely, there's art that's public domain. There's stuff that's well over 100 years old that could be used. Or I could just do it myself and make some dumb stuff, which is more along the lines of what I'm thinking. Holiday-related book streams? I can do this. But some of them, anyway.
Gracias, Senor Falcon. I am sure you will do your best. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Yeah, about the actual thing that we're here for.
To be honest, Prince Juan, I am a little confused as how a member of royalty could get in so much trouble. Could you walk us through your activities on the day of the murder? Of course. Let me see where to begin. It was the cold and misty morning of the 6th of January. I had heard that King Louis Philippe was unveiling a new painting at the Palais de Louvre, and I wished to meet the man himself. So, after a brief stroll and picnic in Tuilier's garden, I entered the palace. I found the royal entourage in the Louvre's Grand Galère. When I saw an opportunity, I presented a humble gift to the king. A rose. An international symbol of passion and virtue.
How romantic.
But before the king could take it, a rather rude person snatched it from my fingers. It was a royal guard, a dog by the name of Major Howl.
Ouch,
cried out Major Howl. I have pricked myself upon the thorns of this dastardly flower. And then the Major slumped into the floor. His face turned blue, his mouth frothed, and he died.
He died straight away after being pricked?
Straight away, senor.
It's obvious that the pricked finger was the cause of death, but I don't know of any poison that acts so fast.
Nor do I, Senor Falcon, but clearly the police felt that poison upon their rose's thorns was the only logical explanation. And so, with many witnesses, even the king himself, what could I say to defend myself? So where did this rose come from?
I've given them too similar a voices, they're merging.
I acquired it from a beautiful Parisian flower seller at La Harre Markets. A girl by the name of Catherine Marie But surely you're not suggesting that the flower girl applied the poison herself, Senor Falcon. Well, I'm not making any accusations yet. I'm just planning to explore every line of inquiry. Poisoned rose! Did you want to ask something else, Senor Falcon? No, I think that's everything. Thank you. Merci.
What's the plan, Big Bird?
Well, we have 2 lines of inquiry. We should head to the scene of the crime, Le Palais du Louvre, and see if we can find any clues or witnesses. And we should interview the flower girl in the Halles Market to see if she has anything to say about this alleged poisoned rose.
2 tasks spread over for 6 days? This almost sounds too easy.
Let's not get complacent. Good luck, senores.
Wait a minute, Falcon.
What is it?
Did something seem off about Prince Juan, do you?
Yeah, he's a bit, too smooth. Almost slimy. But he loves Don Quixote, so I don't know. We picked up on it too. It's like the fox was hiding something.
It sounds like we're on the same page.
Well, look. If this is bothering you, then we could always ask around. Maybe someone in the city knows Juan's dirty little secret. If he actually has anything to hide, that is.
Yeah, let's dig up the dirt.
But we've still got a trial to prepare for. Priority spouse.
A new day. What?
Water. Always remember to hydrate, especially when you're talking constantly. All right. Oh, we gotta go to the Louvre. We gotta go to this place, and we can go back to Le Canard Joyeux. Joyeux. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Baguette. We'll go to the Louvre. That's where everything went down.
Falcon and spouse and make their way to the Palais du Carrousel, the courtyard just north of the Louvre's Grand Gallery. I know how to read. That's the Arc de Triomphe over there, right? I swear it's smaller than how I remember it.
That's the Arc de Triomphe du Carrousel, you doofus. The big Arc de Triomphe is up the road.
What? No way. Why are there 2?
Because when a man like Napoleon invades half of Europe, he gets to build as many triumphal arches as he damn well pleases.
Well, I never expected to see you here, JJ.
That arrogant voice. Good day, Severine.
Let's be civil, JJ. Why don't you introduce me to your new assistant?
Fine. Severin, this is Sparrowson, my assistant. Sparrowson, this is Severin Cocorico, the most pompous prosecutor in Paris.
Oh, are you 2 old school friends or something?
More like arch rivals.
Please, JJ, I think arch rival implies some sort of competition. As I recall, we've met in court on 5 occasions, and on 5 occasions did you get humiliated terribly. I'm amazed a failing bird brain like you is still able to get clients.
Actually, Severin, business has never been better. I'll have you know that I am currently being employed by the Prince of Spain, no less.
The Prince of Spain? Juan Quiero? Well, this is quite an amusing coincidence.
Don't tell me.
Correct. I am the prosecutor for the very same case.
Merde.
It is a pity that the Spanish prince will indubitably hang, but I suppose that is what he gets for hiring a bird brain to represent him. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Don't call me bird brain. You're the only bird brain here, Severin.
One always speaks badly when one has nothing to say. Voltaire. Uh-oh, he's giving you the verbal smackdown. Quick, Falcon, make a witty retort.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Rubber. Yeah, well, I'm rubber and you're glue. What bounces off you? Wait.
Oh, dear. You're the same bumbling fool you've always been, Falcon. But enough talk. If you messieurs would excuse me, I have a case to prepare for. JJ, Sparson, I'll see you two in court.
I cannot stand that guy.
He did seem like a bit of a cockerel, but is it true what he said? You know, that he trounced you in court 5 times?
I cannot deny it. Severin has a reputation as a ruthlessly thorough prosecutor. Mountains of evidence, surprise witnesses. It's no wonder he always manages to one-up me.
This time would be different, right?
I hope so.
I know so, for you see... I stole this annotated map of the Louvre out of Cocorico's pocket when he was busy rattling off Voltaire quotes.
Sparson, that's... Pretty impressive, actually. I swear you were standing 3 meters away the whole time.
You tall birds are so busy with your heads in the clouds that you don't even notice us small folk running around your feet. Pinching Cocorico's pocket was like taking candy from a very tall baby.
Let's take a closer look. I see. This map shows the entire Louvre area. Everything from Tuileries to Rue le Louvre. Most convenient.
Okay.
We're currently standing here, in the Place du Carrousel. And those penned-in arrows seem to show the route taken by the king's entourage, which means that the king went first here, through the Salle de Tibre, and then here, into the Grand Gallery, where the murder occurred.
Didn't Prince Juan say that he spent the morning in the Tuileries garden?
That's right. So that means Prince Juan approached the Louvre from the west side, somewhere over here.
Sounds like we have a lot of places to visit. Where should we go first?
Ooh. I don't know. Where'd they start? Here? I don't know. So, this is the Salle de Tibre. If I understand Cocorico's notes correctly, this is the room for the king and his entourage stopped in before heading to the Grand Gallery. This room doesn't seem to be very popular. I don't see anybody around to interrogate.
Interview.
Right. Interview.
Well, since it's quiet, maybe we should take the opportunity to do a little snooping. What would be...
Oh, sorry. What would be the point? Surely all the interesting evidence would be in the Grand Gallery where the murder took place.
Think about it, Falcon. Police would have already gone over the Grand Gallery with a fine-tooth comb. But I bet that numbskull Inspector Volerty didn't even think to check this room for clues. It might be a murder weapon just under our beaks.
Your logic seems a little questionable, but couldn't hurt to have a look, I suppose.
That's a thing.
This is some sort of ceremonial container. Beautifully crafted, but what did it contain? Maybe it's an arcane wine cabinet.
Don't be so ignorant, Falcon. This is a sacred Mesopotamian artifact given to Emperor Hadrian for his victory at Euphrates in 123 AD.
stop making stuff up. You and I both know nothing about Mesopotamia.
All right, you got me. This could be a hippo's chamber pot for all I know.
I see a cabinet full of engraved plates, mostly bronze.
How much do you think they're worth?
I don't know, 300 francs apiece at least?
What? Are you serious? I'm in the wrong profession.
I don't think archaeology works as a get-rich-quick scheme, Sparrowson.
Who said anything about archaeology? I'm going to become a museum robber.
Oh, well, that's one way to get rich quick. What's this? Oh, it's the pillar itself. These columns have been designed to look Roman. I think this style is Ionic.
It's not Ionic, Falcon. Irony is when a character says something, but the reader knows it means something completely different.
Never mind. It's irony, you fool. Not sure what this is. Some sort of stand or podium. Maybe it's just a decorative piece.
It's a Roman doorstop. Roman doors were enormous marble slabs, so the doorstops had to be similarly large in order to stay in place.
I don't think that's right.
My uncle's a Roman historian, trust me. My dad also works at Nintendo.
A shiny copper urn. I guess it was used for carrying water, or for cremated remains, probably not both at the same time.
It smells good.
Don't sniff the exhibit, Sparrowson.
No, really, this urn smells amazing. It's almost chocolatey.
You poor thing, you're hallucinating from hunger. Would you like to stop by a bakery on our way back to the office?
Don't patronize me, Falcon. My nose never lies. I'm telling you, there's something in here. I can feel it.
Now you're touching the exhibit. That's definitely a no-no.
See? Look what I found in the urn.
Put that down, Sparrowson. It's someone's old rubbish.
No, look, it's a chocolate wrapper. Judging by the smell, the chocolate was bitter and dark, 70, perhaps 80% cocoa, Belgian in origin. The level of wrapper crumpling and the firmness of the chocolate residue indicate that this was discarded just a few days ago. Yes, I am certain the chocolate contained in this wrapper was undoubtedly consumed on the 7th of January, the day of the murder.
Mon Dieu, Sparrowson, you deduced all that from smelling the wrapper.
Imagine what I could work out if I tasted it.
Don't do that. No, mon Dieu, no, please. Sparrowson, you're weird. No, that won't be necessary. No, stop it. Get some help. Sparrowson, if you could apply this level of critical thinking to areas outside of food, you would be the world's greatest detective.
If only all evidence were edible.
So, do you have any idea which shop this chocolate was purchased from? That might help us track down the person who consumed it.
No, there's no possible way we can know that. I suppose we'll just have to visit every confectioner in town and sample every bit of merchandise for comparison. What a chore.
Interesting, because I can see Lander Hagelsack's Chocolate Emporium written on the wrapper.
Well, you can't blame a bird for trying.
Chocolate's in the evidence. Poison Rose, chocolate, and Don Quixote for some reason. Okay. What else we got? Oh, it's another thing. A supporting column. It's holding the roof up.
If the column were truly supportive, it wouldn't hold the roof up. It would encourage the roof to get to its location on time.
Anything else here? It doesn't seem like it. Anything? Anything I'm missing? Anything I'm missing? Anything I'm missing? I like how my mouse doesn't always stay in the same shape. Like if I come up too high, oh, now it's a regular mouse. But if I leave the window entirely and come back, oh, then it's this mouse again. But if I touch the top of the window, ooh, it's this mouse. Magic. Magic trick. Magic. I think that's everything here. We're done here, for now at least.
We can't spend all day staring at Roman artifacts, I suppose, so where to next?
Grand Gallery. Here we are, the Grand Gallery, the murder room. I believe the murder occurred right under the new painting.
I see hundreds of paintings. Which one is the new one?
I haven't the foggiest. You'll have to ask someone. Oh, please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. Please, no, please. God, no, please. No, don't, no, don't notice me. No. God, just look the other way. Please, no. Okay, just, no, I don't, no, just, no. Excuse me, monsieur, you look like you know your Mona Lisas from your last suppers.
Shit! I don't want any attention. Maybe he's not talking to me. Maybe he's talking to his small bird friend. Maybe he's talking to his imaginary friend. Maybe he's talking to the wall. Yeah, he's talking to the wall. That's it. He's got to be talking to the wall. Because the walls have ears. Everybody knows this. Damn it. No, he's definitely talking to me. Shit. Keep it together, Eric. Oh, hi.
Would you happen to know which painting was unveiled on the 7th of January, the one the king came to visit?
Oh, yeah, I can help you with that. It's that piece right behind you.
Ah, I see. A painting of the king himself.
That's one noble-looking penguin. What do you think of it, Falcon?
What do I think? Well, I'm no art critic, but I don't care for it. I just think that's the funniest of the three options. Above all else, art must strive to be honest. When I look at this piece, I don't see an honest depiction of our king. All I see is a depiction of the man the king wishes he could be. That is an artistic travesty.
You read all that social commentary from one painting? That's pretty impressive, considering it's just a penguin in a fancy dress. I'm getting the impression that you, messieurs, aren't regulars at art galleries.
No, we're a right pair of Philistines.
Speak for yourself, Falcon. I've never even been to the Middle East. Then I'm guessing you're here to investigate the king's assassination attempt?
That's right. We were actually hoping we could ask you a couple of questions about what you saw.
Oh, I wasn't even in Paris when the murder took place. I didn't see anything. Nothing at all. But, I have a friend who might be able to help you out.
What is this? R&M Associates, the home of Renard Vauper's private investigator. Thank you, but I don't normally deal with these gray area of the law types.
No, please give the guy a chance. He helped me out of a bind before, and I'm sure he can do the same for you.
Well, I'm not making any promises, but I'll keep hold of the card. We appreciate the help in any case.
It's no trouble.
Thank you for your time, monsieur.
Is there anything else we can do here?
Well, ideally, we would turn the whole Grand Gallery upside...
I keep doing that.
Grand Gallery upside down in our hunt for evidence. But that's not possible with so many people around. We should probably just move to another room.
Are we all done here? No! Alright, so that's where we were standing before. So we did these places, so to the garden. Our feather-headed friends wander through the immaculately maintained Tuileries Gardens. Nothing seems out of the ordinary until they spot a familiar face picking up litter by a tree line. Hey, Falcon, doesn't that groundskeeper over there look familiar?
Yeah, now that I'm looking at him, he does look a lot like the photographer. What's his name?
Bono Baguetto.
Robinio.
Did someone call me? Ah, it's you lawyers who don't appreciate a massive photograph when they see it. It's good to see that you gave up on your artsy dreams to pursue the more grounded career of groundskeeping. I'm not doing this willingly. I was given community service for committing perjury. Can you believe that? They gave me, an esteemed photographer, community service. Me! Yeah, I can believe that.
Perjury is somewhat serious. You should be thankful that you got off without jail time.
You sound just like that self-righteous Judge Maxime.
So, did you two want to ask me something, or are you just here to gawp?
Personally, I'm just gawping.
Actually, I do have a couple of questions, if you don't mind, Monsieur Robinio.
How's that groundskeeping going? Huh? How's it going? Is it going good?
I don't suppose you've bumped into a Spanish fox who goes by the name of Prince Juan, have you?
A Spanish fox? No, I've never met anyone like that. If this is about that assassination attempt on the king, then you're asking the wrong person. I only started working here today.
I see.
Is there anything else you wanted?
So, how's that new groundskeeping job working out?
Terrible. Tourists are pigs. Sometimes literally. Look at all this rubbish I've found. Beer bottles, tin cans, apple cores. And look what I picked up by the west entrance. A book page. Page 44. Whole book I can understand, but a single page? What kind of blithering moron loses just one page?
Wait a moment. May I take a closer look at that, monsieur? Don Quixote. That's a page from Don Quixote. May I take it off your hands, monsieur?
Sure, what's it worth to you?
What's it worth? It's trash. It's literally worthless.
Then I suppose I'll be destroying it as per my duties.
Alright. I suppose you deserve a little compensation for your trouble. How about you give me the page and... Oh. I'll speak with Judge Maxime. I'll put in a good word and might be able to get your sentence reduced.
Really? You'll do that for me? Thank you, monsieur. I would really appreciate that. Here, take the page.
Page 44.
That is all. We'll let you get back to your work, Monsieur Rabino. Oh, page 44. I already read page 44. I think we're good. Unless we missed something in the other room. Oh, this is the other room. You want to add nothing? Leave that for now. This is the room with the stuff. Found everything here. Cool. We can leave. Let's make a move.
Good call. We can always come back later if we've forgotten something.
A new day!
Ooh. Alright, we've been... Wait, what? Going to the Louvre still takes all day again? Does that mean that there's more to find? And R&M Associates doesn't take all day. We can just go there. Oh. Let's go there. Because that doesn't take up time.
Oh, customers.
Hello? Is this the office of Renald Lopez?
Ah. It's you two.
I'll see. What are you doing here?
This is where I work. See? R&M, Renard Massey, Monsieur Renard Lopez, and I carry out all sorts of investigations together. Though to be completely honest, it's normally Monsieur Lopez who chooses which cases to work on. I have a very small input. And output. And everything.
I see. Well then, can we speak with Monsieur Lopez?
I'm afraid that won't be possible. See, Monsieur Lopez is on vacation right now. He's visiting his father in England.
England?
But he's set to return in a week or two. Maybe you can come back then.
That's no good to us. Okay, so be over by then.
There's nothing to be done about it. I suppose we'll have to come back later. Okay, so the mouse works there. Ah, there's the flower girl, there's the chocolate. I think we'll check out the flowers first, because that is the supposed big giant air quotes around that murder weapon. The pair arrive at La Hall Market. Vendors and buskers, performers, thieves, bourgeois, and peasants all bustle from place to place. Oh, I keep not looking at the name that who's talking. Water. Hydrate, everybody. Blah. Okay. Prince Juan said that he met a flower girl here. Signa, I think he said her name was.
There's a swan with flowers over there. Do you think that's her?
I think so. It's possible that she knows the murderer, or even that she is the murderer herself. So we should probably act with tact and finesse.
Excuse me, Mademoiselle Fairlady. We would like a word.
Tact. Spouse and tact. We've been over this. You are an idiot.
Good day, messieurs. Are you interested in purchasing a flower? Yes, I wish to purchase a rose from a lady. I'm afraid that I'm out of roses. I sold my last one a week ago. Perhaps you'd be satisfied with a chrysanthemum instead. It is a beautiful flower from a fair maiden.
Please don't mind Sparrowson. He fell out of his nest as a baby and has said dumb things ever since.
Hey.
Let me introduce myself. I am J.J. Falcon, defense attorney. Are you Mademoiselle Signe?
That's right. Matron Marie Signe. I suppose you're here to ask about the royal assassination attempt.
How did you know?
I'm no fool, monsieur. I know that a rose I sold was used as the murder weapon. To be honest, I'm surprised it's taken so long for someone to directly question me.
The Parisian police seem to have a habit of missing obvious leads. So, do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions?
Business is slow. Please ask away.
Mademoiselle, you mentioned that you sold your last rose a week ago. Who did you sell it to?
The person who bought the rose. I didn't catch his name, but he was a charming red fox. Sounds like our one. I met him around a week ago, on the 6th. We talked for a little while. About the usual things, you know, like how everyone seems to be in debt these days. Then he bought a rose and left. I hear that the fox is on trial, but to be honest, monsieur, I don't think he's guilty.
Oh, why's that?
Well, actually, never mind. It's just a gut feeling.
Mademoiselle, it just so happens that we're defending this particular fox in the cour d'assises. If you have something to say that could prove his innocence, now would be the time to let us know.
I'm sorry, messieurs, I can't.
Wait, Mademoiselle Signe.
I
don't know how to pronounce it. Damn. Nice display of
tact and finesse, Falcon. You scared her off.
Swan obviously knows something crucial about the case. We need to get to the bottom of whatever it is.
Agreed, but I don't think she'll be in the mood to tell us anything else. I know. Why don't we try acting with a little bit more tact and finesse next time?
Hush. Well... Shit. Did I screw up? Maybe. Chocolate. Oh boy. Big Elephant Man. Welcome to Lander Hagler Sex Chocolate Emporium, the finest Belgian chocolate shop in all of Paris. I am Lender Hagelsack, the founder and owner of this establishment. And I am J.J. Falcon, defense attorney. Good day, monsieur. Oh, lawyers very français, I must say. I once dreamed of being a lawyer, but well, circumstances would not allow it. It's a funny story, you see. When I was a young boy, I befriended a son of a Hungarian attorney.
Falcon, you have to help me.
What is it?
It's the smell, Falcon. It's overpowering me. It's demanding that I lay waste to the shop.
For pity's sake, restrain yourself, Sparrowson. Oh, but I am rambling out there, so you are monsieur here to buy some chocolate.
Yes!
No. We're actually here on business, monsieur.
Business.
First things first, we believe that this chocolate wrapper originated from your shop. Are we correct?
Oh, yes. That is indeed the trademark Hagelsack wrapper for genuine Belgian Hagelsack chocolate.
This was almost certainly bought from this very establishment. Very good. With that established, there is something else we wish to ask Monsieur Hagelsack. Can you tell us who bought the chocolate that was contained in this wrapper, Monsieur Hagelsack?
I'm afraid not, monsieur.
Not just because of matters of confidentiality, although that is a factor you understand, but because I couldn't possibly know that.
I thought elephants never forget.
My memory is impeccable, monsieur, but you must understand that I have dozens of customers in a day. There are hundreds of people who could have potentially bought this particular item.
So your memory is good, but you need further information. If we were to give you the description and name of a person, would you be able to tell us whether they purchased something from you?
Oh, yes, that I could probably do, monsieur.
Let me think. Who to ask about? Oh. Well, the obvious question is this. Oh, but there's also Major Howl. And the Swan. Go for the obvious one first. Have you ever served Juan Quierdo, the Prince of Spain?
Prince of Spain, no, monsieur.
Well, that's good to hear. Our clue would have turned into a dead end if our own client turned out to be the chocolate fiend.
I did once serve a princess from Mali, if that is any help. You see, I made the girl while hiking through the Himalayas.
Please stop. Let me think. Who to ask? Have you ever served a flower-swelling... A flower-selling swan named Catherine Marie Signe?
No, monsieur.
What are you thinking, Falcon?
Not sure, to be perfectly honest. If she were the chocolate fiend, then our investigation would have become much simpler. But since she's not... Let me think. Perhaps it was Major Howl. Perhaps... I have no idea. Have you ever served a member of the Royal Guard by the name of Major Howl?
No, monsieur.
Are you sure?
Yes, monsieur.
I have served many soldiers, but I don't recall seeing our major here in recent memory.
What does that mean, Falcon? Have we lost our lead?
Not necessarily. It just means that Major Howl did not buy the chocolate that may have killed him. There's still the possibility that someone bought the chocolate for him. That's our lead. That's who we want to find.
I see.
I did once serve a high-ranking officer of the British Army who was on his way to Zimbabwe, if you want to hear that story.
No, I don't want to hear that story.
Messieurs, I am growing tired of these endless inquiries. Perhaps you should come back another day.
You know, Falcon, it's possible that we just haven't encountered the chocolate fiend yet. Rather than coming back here every day and making aimless guesses, we should wait until we have someone specific in mind.
Might have a point, Sparrowson. Thank you for your time, Monsieur Haversack. We shall return when our investigation has progressed a little.
Anytime, Messieurs.
Okay. I am wasting time. Oh no. I am wasting time. Okay. That doesn't give me anything. This doesn't take time, so it's probably also just a thing. No sign of the flower girl. Scared her away. He's not gonna be here. He's still vacationing. Alright, so any place that doesn't have a clock is going to not give me anything. That seems to be the thing. Alright. Why can I still do stuff there? And why can I still do stuff at the Louvre? Oh, alright, let's... I haven't spent a day here, but is it... let's try it. Really, Falcon? I thought you were done with your mopey drinking. I'm not here to drink, Sparrowson, or mope for that matter. Taverns are a fantastic hub of information. If we wish to learn more about this Prince Juan, then this would be the ideal place to start asking questions.
Oh, that's pretty good thinking.
Ah, you two are back. Are you feeling any better, Falcon?
Much better. Thank you for asking, Madame Quenette.
That's great to hear, hon. Will it be the usual?
No, I'm back to investigative work today, so I've got to keep sharp.
We wanted to know if you've seen a Prince of Spain around here recently.
Prince of Spain? I don't know if you're interested. Noticed, hon, this ain't exactly the classiest pub in Paris. Y'all get to serve the occasional bourgeois. You can forget about seeing a member of royalty.
That's a pity. Maybe I should ask some of your patrons.
Feel free. The old regulars Rufus and Paul are playing cards in the attic, same as always. We get all sorts of colorful characters at the drink group. But if you rattle enough cages, you find someone who knows whatever it is you want to know.
Thank you, madame. Let's see, where to start? Start at the top, work our way down.
Come on, Paul, just one more game of Jacques Noir. Absolutely not. My wallet is hurting enough as it is. Please, I'll even let you deal this time. The answer is no, Rufus. I'm skint. If you want to play cards, you'll have to ask someone else. Fine, I'll ask that big fellow. Excuse me, monsieur. Yes, you, monsieur. Would you care to play some Jacques Noir?
Okay. Absolutely. Deal me in, monsieur.
Well then, do you know how to play?
Nope. Only familiar with Asigo and Tap Tarot.
Well, it's much better than those silly games. Let me tell you how it works. I have a deck of cards values between 1 and 11. I deal you one card at a time. You hit 21, you win. I give you 5 francs.
5 francs? That seems a little steep.
It's a man's game, monsieur. Only children gamble over petty sous. Besides, higher stakes made for a more exciting game, right?
I suppose so. Oh, it is just literally blackjack. I have a 10. Hit me. 18. Stay. F you.
Unlucky, monsieur. Most unfortunate. Shall we have another round?
Yeah. Deal me in. How much money do I have? I probably should have checked that before. Uh-oh. I'm gonna blow all my money on blackjack. 9? Hit me. 10? Hit me. Oh, hell yeah. Screw you.
Well played, monsieur. Here's your pair. Shall we have another round?
How much money do I have? I have 50 front. Yeah, I'm in. How much do I need to win to get something? 10. Hit me. 13. Hit me. 18. Stay. Bust. 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 He busted.
Well played, monsieur. Here's your pair. Shall I have another round?
How much do I need to take from you before you'll tell me information? 1? Hit me. 10. Hit me. 14. Hit me. 20. Stay. Double down. Bust. 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 You dick. Deal me in. I didn't realize this game had blackjack in it. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm gone now. We've entered blackjack land. Hit me! 20! Stay! Good God. Bust. 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 Get absolutely wrecked. I have 55. I am gaining money. Hit me. 16. Hit me. Starting to wonder how much of this I need to do. Or if I need to actually do any of it. 1? Come on. 8. 12. 18. Stay at 18. I'm not risking that. Why? Now I need to make my money back. I've only got 45. If I lose again, I'm done. If I win, I'm also done. I'm either even or I've gone too far in the hole. Oh, 18. Bust. Bustin', 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 bustin'. No! No! But you gotta win it all back. Oh, no. Ah! Ciao, tomate. Ciao, tomate. You gotta do a thing. Okay. Back at it. Can we have another round? All right. I need lend some money off the assistant? Let's see. Let's see if I can win back some of the money. He's got the stare. Oh. 5, hit me. 11, hit me. 15, hit me. No! He does have the stare. My god. I'm down to 35. No, I'm done. You've taken enough of my money.
I understand. Feel free to come back anytime.
Oh, that doesn't give me anything. It just gets me money if I can win. So there I was, in the grasslands 10 kilometers downriver, rifle in hand. I'd been pursuing the set of footprints for an hour. I was getting closer and closer. I could almost smell the beast. Then I spotted it. It was a boar, a big, stupid boar, completely oblivious to my existence. I readied my gun, I carefully took aim, and then BAM!
You shot it?
No, it was the most peculiar thing. The boar slumped over dead right before I could take the shot.
Sounds like one of them heart attacks. My nan went the same way.
That's what I thought, but then I went to take a closer look. I noticed that the boar was frothing at the mouth.
Oh, it's rabid.
Possible, but I don't think so. Remembered reading something about frothing around the mouth being a symptom of poisoning. Needless to say, I left the dead animal alone.
Good call. Who wants to deal with Tighty Beat?
Oh. Excuse me, monsieur. Yes, can I help you? You say that the beast you were tracking might have died from poisoning. Could you give us some further details? Further details? I'm not much of a poison expert, I'm afraid. Well, what do you think caused it? Guess it ate something bad. I saw some of that poisonous plant stuff. Wolf's bane, I think they call it. But really, I have no idea. I'm a hunter, not a vet. Excuse me. Excuse me, monsieur. What is it? I don't suppose you've seen a Juan Cardo around here? He's Spanish royalty.
Foxy fellow, swanky hat, calls everyone senor.
That doesn't sound familiar. Do you recall seeing anyone like that, Piero?
I ain't got a clue.
Sorry, messieurs, you're barking up the wrong tree. Well, what can you tell us about the Spanish royal family?
Do he look like walking encyclopedias or something?
Afraid my compadre has a point. If you want to talk about hunting, then I'm your man. But Spanish royalty, that sounds like a question to be answered at a library, monsieur, not a tavern. A library? Maybe you're right. Sorry for bothering, monsieur Passer. Leave them be. So if I want to gain or lose money, let's make a move. I can go there to make money. Occasionally, special cinematic scenes marked by an exclamation mark will pop up on the map screen. Uh-oh. Only available for 1 day before disappearing, but they take no time. Good. Entirely optional. Ooh. Let's look at it. Les loops. Les loops. A storm is brewing, my brother. Word of the royal assassination has spread. The proletariats grow confident, the bourgeoisie are cowering. Won't be long before we have rioting. And then, a revolution. Oh! Oh! Oh. And now there's a library on the map. Oh, God. There's only 6 days to do all this. I'm gonna run out of time. Here for a little light reading, are we? Not quite, Sparrowson. I'm following the hunting beagle's advice.
Don't eat poisoned pork.
The other piece of advice, that if we want to learn about a member of royalty, we should hit the library.
Oh, that makes sense. Say, Falcon, I've been meaning to ask, since we're in a library and all, are you a classic literature fan, or do you prefer more modern works?
Readings for squares. I like the classics, you know, Alain René Lalage, Corbillon-Fils, that sort of thing.
Don't try to act smart. I saw you reading that book of naughty limericks the other day. You didn't think I would notice because you would put a dull-looking slipcover over it, but I knew, Falcon. I knew.
Would you misuse my lowering of your voices? I can hear you squawking from the other side of the building.
Ah, my apologies, monsieur. We'll keep it down.
Wait, you're a librarian, aren't you?
An astute observation. Yes, monsieur, as the only quiet person in the library, I am most assuredly the librarian.
Ah, well, now that we have your attention, my friend wants to ask you something.
I do. Right, I do. You seem like a scholarly, well-read individual. I'm sure you're up to date on geopolitical news and the like.
I don't need your praise. Spit out whatever imbecilic question is in the back of your throat.
Well, we understand that the Spanish throne is currently under dispute. Can you give us a brief rundown on who the contenders are?
What a trivial question. Even an elementary school child can name the immediate heirs to every throne in Europe.
Can they now? Yeah, but for the sake of those children who slept through that class, can you refresh our memories?
Very well. Pay attention, because I'm not repeating myself. Current reigning monarch of Spain is Queen Queen Regina Isabella II of the House of Birb and daughter of King Ferdinand VII. Upon her death, the crown lately fall to her husband, King Consort Francis, Duke of Cadiz. Although it is certainly possible that an immediate family member could stake a claim. However, the Queen's position is currently being disputed by the Carlists, headed by the Count of Montemolin. I hope that answers your question.
Did you catch all that, Sparrowson?
Not a word.
Monsieur, we're actually interested in a Prince Juan Quierdo of Spain. I don't think I heard that name in your explanation.
A Prince Juan Quierdo? Is that what you said? Monsieur, I think you've been misinformed.
He's not actually a prince.
There's no current Prince of Spain. I'm not even sure Quierdo is a real name. Certainly no line of any Spanish monarchy.
How strange.
What does this mean, Falcon?
Well, one thing is for sure, our client is not the Prince of Spain. Maybe he's a delusional lunatic, or perhaps he's involving us in some sort of con. We don't have long before the trial, but it may be in our interest to confront Prince Juan directly and get some answers.
Right.
Are you two quite done chit-chatting?
I borrowed this book from a friend. What can you tell us about it?
Don Quixote de la Mancha. It's a classic. Everybody's read it.
Yeah, everybody, but for those who haven't.
Not going to sit here and summarize a great work of literature for two imbeciles who are too lazy to read.
Nor would I expect you to, monsieur, but what can you tell us about the physical book itself?
This particular book didn't come from any library, if that's what you're asking. See, there's no library stamp or card. Something was required from a bookshop. French bookshop, if the French translation and publishing information wasn't a giveaway.
I see. Thank you.
Do you have any other questions, or can I get back to work?
Don't worry, monsieur. I think we are done here. Thank you for your time. Merci.
Then I bid you good day.
I keep giving them British-like accents, even though they're in France. Well, we have a bit more information. It seems you are not the prince you say you are.
You're good. Visit hours over. Come back later.
I have no time for your quibbling, monsieur. Stand aside.
Can't talk to me like that.
I most certainly can. We have reason to believe that you are housing a suspect under false pretenses. That is in direct violation of Statutes 204B and 488C of the French Criminal Code of Justice. Failure to comply with our request may result in you, yes you, monsieur, being held directly responsible for any consequence of legal action.
All right. No need to break out the legalese on me. I'll go open this cell.
Oh, Falcon, how did you memorize those criminal codes?
Memorize? Come on, Sparrowson, learn how to bluff. Ah, Senor Falcon. It's so good to see you again. You have some good news about my case, I hope. Listen, Juan. In order to maximize our chances of a successful trial, I need to know every bit of information. Can't work with half-truths. You tell me one thing and the prosecution tells me another, then we're both in trouble. I'm afraid I didn't quite follow, senor. Do you want me to spell it out? I know that you are not the Prince of Spain. I know that your name is not Juan Querido. Querido? Have I been saying that wrong the whole time? I might have been saying it wrong the whole time. Where is this coming from? I assure you, senor, that I am who I claim to be. If you want your trial to be a farce, then you don't need my help. Come, Sparrowson, we're leaving. Wait. Calm yourself, Monsieur Falcon. I'll reveal all.
Did you just say, monsieur? What happened to your Spanish accent?
Your suspicions are well placed. Juan Querido is not my name, and I am not a Spanish prince. That was just a persona I concocted for the purpose of getting arrested. Why would you want to get arrested? You're putting me in a difficult position, monsieur. If I tell you the full story, I'll be putting someone else in danger. How about this? I'll tell you a story.
I like stories.
There was a girl, a mademoiselle who was in a great deal of debt. And everyone has a debt these days, monsieur. Indeed, but this particular mademoiselle was indebted to a very powerful man, and that man wished to collect. The mademoiselle had no means of paying, so the man offered her a deal. Murder this man, and I will forget what you are owed. Refuse, and I will reap what I am sowed. What I am owed from your parents. With no alternative options, the mademoiselle accepted. But another man, a gallant knight with foolish, archaic notions of chivalry, heard the mademoiselle's story. Oh no, he just loves the book. The knight knew that murder was inevitable, but he saw a way to take the fall in the mademoiselle's place. Do you understand what I am saying, monsieur? I understand, monsieur. To be honest, it wasn't the subtlest of allegories. Storytelling was never my strong suit. But I'm glad that you're seeing things from my perspective. Hopefully that sheds some light on the situation. If I may ask, monsieur, why did you not just go to the police with the information that you had? The police are not always an option. What is a man to do when justice its system itself is the problem? I'll let you know when I figure it out, monsieur. Dwell on it. Perhaps we could talk about something else in the meantime. So what is your real name? What's in a name? It is just an empty label, a vapid reflection of who we really are. Today, I am Juan Querido, the Prince of Spain. Tomorrow, I may be Bruno Reyes, a pauper living in a bridge and living under a bridge of the Seine. But that doesn't change who I am or what I do. That didn't really answer my question. No, I suppose it didn't. But you're a smart bird, Monsieur Falcon. I suspect that you already know my real name. He's the guy. He's Renard. You are Renard Volpez, private investigator. Very astute. And you are Monsieur Falcon, private defense attorney. But that wasn't always your name, was it, Monsieur Falcon? Just like me, you know how to adopt a new persona on a whim. Oh!
You changed your name, Falcon? I didn't know that.
This isn't about me. Juan, Renard, Monsieur, we're trying to uncover the truth here. Of course. So what truth is it you're attempting to uncover, Monsieur Falcon? No more questions. We've learned all we can.
I don't feel we've learned all that much.
Ah, Monsieur Falcon, before I forget, could you find Mousy and ask him whether the birds have successfully flown south for the winter? Whether the birds have flown south? What is that? Some sort of code? Something like that. But rest assured, Monsieur, that this does directly pertain to the case. Well, if we have time, I'll be sure to let Mousy know. Let's make a move, Spousin. Trial day is approaching.
Right.
A new day! Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's only one thing now. Uh-oh. It is trial day. Oh no! I hope I learned everything I can learn! Well... I think we'll do this trial and then that'll probably be it. But, I hope we learned everything we can learn. Will the game lock me out of things? Oh no.
Once again, Falcon and Spousons find themselves waiting outside the doors of the tribunal to ground its dance. Are you feeling nervous, Falcon?
Yup. Of course I'm nervous. What have we learned about Prince Juan? What do we know about the real murderer? Nothing.
Easy there, Falcon. We can do this.
Senor Falcon, I trust everything is in order. Absolutely. I have every intention of bringing the truth to light in this trial. Such confidence. That's magnificent to see. And bringing the truth to light, you say, an admirable goal. No more jousting at imaginary giants.
All you see, Sierra, the door's open.
Here we go. Buena suerte, Senor Falcon.
We will. Are we ready?
We're ready.
JJ?
Severin.
Nervous?
Why would I be nervous? I'm not nervous. I'm as calm as a cuckoo. You're the nervous one. This whole courtroom is nervous. Everybody's nervous. You're nervous over there. You see that person over there? He's nervous. That person there, they're nervous. The judge is probably very nervous. I'm not nervous. You're nervous.
Oh, cool your feathers, Falcon.
Terrible. Can't even maintain a stoic facade. Thought this trial would be the perfect opportunity for you to redeem your previous embarrassments. This is how you act before the trial's even started.
Why, you pompous-tailed posture perfect.
Oh, wait, what? Wait a minute, hold up, you were in the cutscene.
Order, let's all settle down. Court is now in session.
Psst, Falcon.
What is it?
Is it me or does the primary judge look hairier today?
That's a different judge to the one who presided over Dame Cataline's trial, you doofus.
Oh, still. It's a little strange, isn't it?
Not really. There's a dozen judges in Paris alone. It only makes sense that we see different ones in different cases.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I was under the impression that Judge Maxime would be presiding over the case. Where is he?
Judge Maxime has gone on temporary sick leave due to a terrible accident with a flight of stairs. But rest assured, sirs, prosecutor, defense, and members of the jury, that I am more than qualified to fill his shoes. Without further ado, let's get this show underway. This is the trial of Prince Juan Caído, who stands accused of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the king himself. Roll call. The defense is present and ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Good. Very good. I expect this to be a nice, speedy trial. I don't want to see this dragged out by technicalities and bureaucracy. Well said, Your Honor. I expect that once the court sees the overwhelming evidence, this trial will be over in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
He's just messing with your head, Falcon. Keep it together.
So, we're all on the same page. Excellent. Prosecutor, please call your first witness to the stand.
Very well. I call the police officer who investigated the crime scene. I call upon Inspector Just Valerti.
Step up to the stand, Inspector, and recite the oath.
Swear to speak without hatred, without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Please recite your name and occupation for the court record. My name is Inspector Just Valerti. I am a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter rats. That will do. Inspector, we've all heard your monologue before.
Oh, Okariko's really going for a speed record, isn't he?
Now, can you tell us what happened on the morning of the 7th of January? Of course. 10 o'clock.
God, 10 o'clock. I need to drink some water after that. The voices are all melding together because I am tired.
At 10 o'clock in the morning, I was called to the Louvre's Grand Gallery by one of the King's Royal Guards.
Did he just say o'clock?
Yeah, I saw Prince John, King Louis Philippe, corpse of Major Howell with a rose in hand, and around 24 citizens. Citizens and the King himself all attest to seeing Major Howell taking the rose from Prince Juan's hand and then promptly dropping dead.
And what did the morgue uncover upon examination of the corpse?
Coroner determined with absolute certainty that Major Howell died of poisoning. Aside from a prick upon the finger, there was no sign of external harm to Major Howell's body. Therefore, the poisoned rose must have been the cause of death.
Putting the pieces together, that does seem very implicative of the prince. I have no further questions.
Damn, I was hoping that the coroner's report would determine the guy died from a freak heart attack or something.
That'd make for a particularly speedy trial, wouldn't it? But no, we aren't so lucky. Something else must be amiss in the old bird's testimony.
Right, I'll tear it apart. Your Honor, I wish to cross-examine the witness. Falcon, wasn't it? Don't waste the court's time. A high-ranking police officer would never lie on the witness stand. I wouldn't accuse the inspector of lying, I just want to make sure that every base is properly covered. Sounds like pointless nitpicking to me, but I'll allow it for now. Go on, Falcon, do your cross-examination.
Oh boy.
I do not have much evidence. Poison and then pull out the chocolate? Inspector, you say that the coroner determined with certainty that Major Howell was killed by poison.
Correct. He stated his signs and symptoms were textbook. There's no possibility his death was natural.
How exactly was Major Howell poisoned? What was the delivery mechanism?
His finger was pricked by the poison rose. He even commented out loud about it seconds before dying. All 22 citizens who witnessed the murder attested to seeing and hearing this.
Is there any possibility that he was poisoned by something else?
What an absurd thing to ask, JJ. You just heard that 22 people saw the victim prick his finger and die. What are you suggesting? That the pricked finger had no relation to the poisoning?
That's exactly what I am saying. I don't doubt that Major Howell was poisoned, but I do doubt that the rose was the cause.
Unbelievable! Only a total buffoon could fail to draw the blatant link here.
JJ, as tempting as it is to sit here and lecture you on the basis of cause and effect, I'll end this discussion painlessly. Inspector, please tell the defense that you found traces of poison on the thorns of the rose itself. That should alleviate all doubt that the rose was, in fact, the poison delivery mechanism.
Actually, I can't tell him that.
I dread to ask, but why not?
He didn't check the rose for traces of poison. It just seemed obvious that the rose caused poisoning given the timing incident.
Well then, now would be a good time to make a test. Here's a marvelous thought. We prick the finger of the defendant with the rose. If there is no poison on the rose, then Prince Juan lives and he is free to go. If the rose is poisoned, then the prince dies, but that's okay because the punishment would be just and fitting of the crime. A marvelous suggestion. What is this, a witch trial? This isn't America, Severin. That is not how we do things here.
Calm your feathers, JJ. It was clearly a joke.
There are far more humane ways of testing for poison. I'm sure the inspector will perform his duty with due diligence.
Actually, we won't be able to test the rose for poison at all.
Why is that?
Given the dangerous nature of the flower, it was destroyed by the police force, burned to ashes.
Such unprofessionalism. If we have no way to know whether the rose was poisoned, then this whole trial ought to be called into question. Nice try, JJ, but through the process of reasoning by elimination, we can still deduce with absolute certainty that the rose was poisoned. In other words, there was nothing else at the crime scene that could cause the poisoning. Wrong. There was something else at the crime scene that could have contained the poison, something the investigative police blindly overlooked. Chocolate! Look at this.
What am I supposed to be looking at?
Oh god, I wasted a day at the chocolate shop. I could have maybe picked a face of the person that bought the chocolate. Oh no. It is the paper wrapper to a piece of chocolate. It was found in the Louvre des Halles de Tibre, to be precise, and we can date its consumption to the day of the incident. You're not suggesting that Major Howell ate a piece of poisoned chocolate moments before he died? I most certainly am.
Oh, wow, oh my god, wow, holy shit.
Did you see this wrapper at the crime scene for yourself, Inspector?
Police force do not have the time nor resources to troll every piece of trash at every crime scene, I'm afraid.
In other words, you overlooked it. Astounding unprofessionalism. Prosecution is right to be disgusted. What a disgraceful display, Inspector.
Offer me two apologies, Your Honor.
I don't want your apologies. I want you to do your damn job properly. Get off the witness podium before I kick you off myself.
As you wish. I'll take my leave. Until next time, messieurs.
So let me get this straight. The chocolate wrapper was found at the crime scene. Correct.
And you have reason to believe that it was consumed on the day of the incident?
I do. I have an expert food-tasting witness who is willing to testify if need be.
You have a foodie witness? I don't recall anyone like that. Who on earth are you talking about, Falcon? Oh, I see.
Do you know for certain that Major Howell consumed this chocolate? Well, that is a fact that we are still investigating.
I see. And do you have evidence that this chocolate was in fact poisoned?
Again, that is something that
may require a little more time to definitively prove. So then, in actuality, you do not have evidence that Major Howell consumed some poisoned chocolate. Indeed, you have a solitary piece of rubbish that you plucked straight out of the gutter. That's weak even for you, JJ. Let's move things along. I have another witness I'd like to summon. It's a man who claims to have had an excellent view of the people going in and out of the Louvre at the time of the incident. I call upon Monsieur Toussaint Kingley. Could the witness please approach the stand and recite the oath?
Hello. Alright. The oath. I swear to speak without hatred, without fear, to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me. Baba Boy.
Please state your full name and occupation for the court record.
My name is Toussaint Kingley, person who fishes.
Person who fishes, so you're a fisherman.
Oh, that's how it is. I thought the French justice system was better than this.
I beg your pardon?
Here comes Toussaint Kingley, the kingfisher. Clearly, he must be a fisherman, because didn't y'all hear? All kingfish is a fisherman.
Well, you are carrying a fishing rod.
And?
Can a man not carry a fishing rod, reel, and bait without being branded the fisherman? Look. The prosecutor. He's carrying a riding crop. Clearly, he must be a horse jockey. Oh, for pity's sake. Fine. We can list your occupation as person who fishes and not fisherman.
Thank you.
Actually, why do you carry a riding crop, Severin? I've never seen you ride a horse.
Don't know, JJ. Why do you, a 30-something-year-old with no health problems, carry a cane?
This is veering quite far off the course. Could the prosecution please get back to his questions? Of course, Your Honor. Monsieur Kingley, is it true that you were nearby the Louvre at the time of the incident?
Yeah, I was sitting upon a railing at a Pont des Arts.
The Pont des Arts? That's the new bridge that's just a stone throw up the Louvre's south entrance, correct?
That's right.
And what were you doing at the time of the incident?
I was fishing.
Kingfishers. Am I right, Sarkle?
So you would have plenty of opportunity to see the people who entered and exited the palace. Can you tell us who you saw?
Well, the Louvre's a busy place. Naturally, I saw a lot of people. But 9 a.m., I saw the king, Louis Philippe himself, enter the building. He was surrounded by his entourage, of course. Then, around 9:30, I saw the shifty-looking fox looking around the entrance.
Your Honor, I object to the witness's use of the term shifty-looking. It's a vague and biased description.
No, really, he looked super shifty. I saw him rubbing his paws, cackling gleefully. There were like shadows and shit. Some bolts of lightning behind him as he laughed. Yeah, the usual stuff. You know, big old evil villain vibes. Then I saw him take out a rose and carefully rub the stem.
Rub the stem of a rose, you say? As if he were applying something to the flower, perhaps.
Well, monsieur, I don't know. I shouldn't speculate on this kind of thing. I don't know. Forget about it.
Of course. It was wrong of me to ask such a leading question.
But yeah, it definitely looked like he was putting stuff on it.
Wow. Even I wasn't expecting such a bold admission. Members of the court, it sounds like what we have here is a direct witnessing of the defendant readying the murder weapon. The defense claims that the rose was never poisoned, and yet here we have a man who saw the poison with his own eyes.
I smell perjury.
You do?
No question. He saw a shifty-looking criminal readying poison and cackling near the scene of the crime. That's not believable at all.
I think you might be right, but I wonder if I have any evidence that calls Toussaint's story into doubt. Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Really, this nonsense again? Just heard the witness directly describe your client readying poison on a rose. What is there to question? Just trying to uncover the truth, Your Honor.
Ugh, fine, do your thing. Go on, Falcon, make a fool of yourself.
Oh boy.
Wait. We don't have a map, though. The pond there are... Where did the king come in at? Oh, God, I don't know. No, wait. He wasn't in the same place. But I don't have anything that proves that. No, wait, I do! The book page. Hey! Because the book page isn't at that entrance. The book page was at the garden. He came in a different way, so he couldn't have seen the shifty... That's it. Monsieur Kingsley, you claim that you saw a shifty-looking fox. Yep, super mega shifty. There must be at least 100 foxes in Paris. How did you know that the fox you saw was Prince Juan? Well, he was wearing a suave hat that hung low over his face. Yeah, that's how they wear it in Spain. Not much of a fashion expert, but the rest of his outfit looked quite out of place for the, French winter and all that. Is that all you're going by? His fashion sense? Oh, nearly forgot. I heard him call a passerby senor. I thought that was particular. Well, that's him, all right. This is gonna get me in trouble. It's not a valid testimony. All foxes are shifty looking by default. Whoa, that ain't cool. Mon Dieu, JJ, it's the 19th century. You can't just throw out slurs like that in this day and age. I'm just saying. No, you listen. France is better than this. We've moved past our need to hold back animals we don't like through the use of oppressive stereotypes. I knew this was going to get me in trouble. Well said, prosecutor. Slurs are archaic. Now we, as a society, can hold back animals we don't like through much more subtle institutional means. Oh, it got real. Right. Wait, what? No, not the shifty fox. But he couldn't have seen... I thought this was the right thing to click because he couldn't have seen him at the entrance because he wasn't at that side of the building. Which one is going to do it then? Is it this then? Monsieur Kingsley, you say that you are sitting upon the railings of the Pont des Arts on the morning of the incident. Yep. Ah, here we go. Monsieur Kingsley, you had a good view of the Louvre's south entrance, didn't you? Yep, Pont des Arts is a great vantage point for seeing the Grand Gallery's south side. What about the other entrances? The other entrances? You mean like if you enter in from the gardens or the carousel or, the skylight with like you jump out of a plane and you fall down with a parachute and all that kind of stuff? Also, hi kid, I can't help that, I thought I had the right place and the one option was wrong, so I tried the other one. Nah, I couldn't possibly see those areas from the bridge. But of course that isn't relevant. Monsieur Kingsley witnessed Prince Juan entering the south entrance with flower in hand, and that's what counts. This is the right way. What if Prince Juan didn't enter from the south entrance? What if he approached the Louvre from Tuileries Garden to the west? That's a big what if. Do you have any evidence that Prince Juan entered the Louvre from Tuileries Garden? As a matter of fact, yes I do. I have definitive proof that Prince Juan approached from the west, not the south. Hey, I know what I saw, monsieur. I'm doubtful too. Go on, JJ. Show us this definitive proof that Prince Juan entered the Louvre from the Tuileries Garden. Book page. Look at this. A book page. Page 44 of Don Quixote specifically. It was found just outside the Louvre's west entrance. This proves nothing. I'm not... Why are these bird people French? Because it takes place in Paris. Not done yet. Take a look at this. Don Quixote. This is the book Prince Juan has been reading in jail since his arrest. I believe he has had it on his person for some time. And yes, page 44 is missing. That was the first thing I checked. Is being bird people not enough? Clearly not. You do realize what this means, don't you, Severin? The defendant was present in Tuileries Garden prior to entering the Louvre. This also means that in all likelihood, the defendant entered the Louvre from the west entrance, not the south. Could not possibly have been seen by Monsieur Kingsley from the Pont d'Or.
What? I know what I saw, monsieur.
A fine theory, Falcon, but maybe the defendant took the long way around. One can still travel from Tuileries to the Louvre south entrance by walking along the river. An extra 2 kilometers of walking just to enjoy the pre-murder scenery. Let's not say silly things, Cocorico. Okay, maybe the defendant deliberately left the page there to mislead the investigation. Now you're the one who's blindly speculating.
It's not blind speculation, it's a viable hypothesis.
You are fond of logic, aren't you, Cocorico? Let's talk about Occam's razor. When torn between 2 seemingly equal hypotheses, we must side with one that imposes the fewest assumptions. Which of these theories takes fewer assumptions? 1. Page from Prince Juan's book fell out on his way to the Louvre's south entrance. 2. Prince Juan deliberately planted the page on the off chance that it would be discovered, and then he took the long way around.
How dare you! The nerve of you to lecture me on such basic philosophical concepts!
I'll stop lecturing you when you stop making such basic mistakes.
Oh, got him.
Monsieur Falcon, please calm yourself. What is the point of all this yammering? The ultimate point is that Toussaint's memory is fabricated, made up, utter fiction.
No, everything I said is the truth, swear to God.
I suspect the witness isn't even a fisherman.
I'm not a fisherman.
See? He admits it himself.
That ain't what I meant, no.
Innocent.
Oh my God, what shit. What the fuck?
Prosecutor, you have something that will put this arrogant Falcon in his place, don't you? I must concede. You concede? On this point, at least Falcon's evidence strongly suggests that the key component of Monsieur Kingsley's testimony is false.
No.
This doesn't mean that Prince Juan is innocent, of course. All Falcon has demonstrated is that this particular witness is unreliable.
But I did see something. I did. I really did. I saw it. He was a guy. He looked like a guy. He was a guy with a thing. He had the thing. All right, maybe I didn't exactly see a shifty-looking fox. I made that part of the story up. But, you know, I saw a guy. I saw a swan lurking around the south entrance in the morning of the murder. That's something. That's a something.
A swan? Do shut up, witness. Your word is mud at this point. How can we possibly trust anything you have to say?
Your Honor, Judge Romulus, we're out of time. We're 10 minutes overdue to start on the Hare v. Tortoise trial.
Is that late already? Curses. I was hoping we'd have the case wrapped up in a single trial session. It is a shame, but ultimately an accurate sentencing is always preferable to a speedy sentencing. Yes, all right. I don't need to hear your moralizing. Court will resume this Friday, the 21st of January at 9 o'clock. Don't be late. Prosecutor, Do your damn job. Get this stupid fox a conviction already. I will do my best to ensure that justice is served, Your Honor.
Blah. A lot came up in that trial, huh?
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Something's bothering me. Why would that fisherman guy, Monsieur Kingsley, lie on the witness stand?
Well, it's possible that he was coerced or bribed.
That's just what I was thinking. Maybe the real murderer threatened the fisherman into making a story up about Prince Juan.
Let's keep an open mind. Anything is possible at this stage. But to be perfectly honest, something else is bothering me about the trial. Judge Romulus is acting without a shred of professionalism. He's obviously more interested in securing a guilty verdict than he is in discovering the truth, but why?
Maybe he has a vendetta against Spanish royalty.
I'm not so sure. Must be something else at work here. Excuse me, Monsieur Falcon. I don't know who this is yet. I don't want to stick to a voice. Oh, it's this guy.
Sorry you bother, but this letter just arrived. I think it's for you.
Letter from me? I wonder why it wasn't sent to my office.
Have you been demoted to courier status, Rupert?
They had a kingfisher who was proven to not actually be a fisher. Yep.
Oh, hush, Sparrowson. I don't need to be pitied by a first-year dropout. Oh, good comeback. So what does the letter say, Falcon?
It's a threat. A threat made with cut-out newspaper letters.
Oh, I didn't know those things actually existed. Let me see. Falcon. Stop your investigation or there will be consequences. Scary.
There's no question that this letter originated from Major Howell's murderer. He or she must be aware that we are getting close to uncovering the truth.
Sounds about right, but why would a person write with cut-out newspaper letters like this?
Masking one's handwriting would be the most common reason. Although I can't help but wonder why they would bother, since we don't have any handwriting samples to compare to.
We're still going ahead with our investigation, though, right?
Oh yes, absolutely. If a lawyer were deterred every time they received a threatening letter, they would never get any work done. Besides, with only 3 days before the next trial session, we can't afford to be worrying about petty things like this. Clearly prepared ahead of time to trigger when the trial didn't finish. Ooh, yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wow, you're right. Let's make those days count.
Okay. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know which thing to go to first, but you know what? You tried writing with newspaper letters? That shit takes hours. Yeah. Well, it's, what's it called? Collage. Doing a collage. You're making a collage. Okay. This is a longer trial than I thought. I thought going into the trial would be the whole thing, and that would be it. We'd be done. But this apparently has a whole second half. So I'm going to take care of the second half when we come back to this, because I've been going for 3.5 hours, and 3.5 hours of a bunch of different voices. All of the voices are melding together at this point, and I'm feeling it in my throat. So, didn't go to collage. Oh my god, kid. You and Sparrowson will get along very much. So I think I'm going to call it there. So let me turn music. Music, where? There it is. Ah, my music. And we'll save and quit here. Need to work on your foghorn leghorn accent for the rooster. French Carolina. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to like listen. I don't know what that would sound like. Make up an accent. He was a bit more British earlier, and it's just kind of, it's faded. It's faded because my voice is gone. So we'll pick this up next time. I'm enjoying this. The first case had a nice big twist that I didn't expect. Going into this case where I don't know what the heck is going on. French Colonel Sanders. Oh no. Oh, okay. Game is way more entertaining than expected. I had seen the very, very beginning of this, and I knew it was going to be stupid and fun, and I knew that Sparrowson was full of dumb jokes, which is why I prepared the ahead of time. Because you need that for the dumbest jokes. And I've just been leaving it up the whole time so I can just immediately press air horn. Because that's what we do here. All right. Let's go to the ending screen and talk about things. Because that's going to be it for today. But, oh, look, there's still more stuff. Tomorrow, there's Loop Hero. Saturday, I'm at Liz's channel. More Sherlock, which is like this, only open world and not birds. And then ESO on Sunday, and we'll start getting into Morrowind. And that'll be fun. Yeah. Nothing emphasizes dumb like an air horn. Hell yeah. Always at the ready. As always, if you're new and you enjoyed this, hit the subscribe button, maybe the bell to be notified, or you can just do the good thing and follow me at Twitter on Crab Channel. There's so many of you that are subscribed now. The number keeps going up. We're long past 69 subscribers. Now it's like 72, something like that. I don't remember the exact number. 69 is long gone. May it rest in peace. But we can hit that number on Twitter. I think there's only like 40 something out of you that are subscribed to me on Twitter. So subscribe to me on there. Follow me on the Twitter so that we can hit 69 followers on that and then stop. And if you're watching this in the future, leave a comment. You know that, like, dislike button. I don't care. Slap either of them, both of them, whatever. There's links in the description too, where you can find the website for this game in case you want to know where to get it, because you can get it on Steam and other internet things, and it's also on the Switch. You can get it on the Nintendo Switch. 169, 269. There's also 420 that comes up after all those too. 420, 69. Yeah, we want those numbers. We want numbers like that. Let's get that. Let's get that up there. Do subscribe. Do follow the Twitter. Those are the numbers. Those are the numbers we want. Still so many 69s. You're right, kid. You are absolutely right. You know what? You are right. Why did the... It's just the whole chat just scrolled for that. That was weird. We need cover to recognize you. I would love that. Cover, please. 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 You want English-speaking male talent. Hi, I'm here. I'm mildly entertaining. I need work. I should be starting a new gig sometime soon, which will end up messing with stream schedule times for like a month or two. So I don't know. Everything is in the air and in flux right now, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I've auditioned for things, and then I also have this gig, and this gig and the auditions wouldn't actually conflict with each other because the gig is a school-related thing, so it only lasts as long as the semester. So it would be done before June. Which is why I took it. Hey, we want you to work full-time forever. No. Hey, we want you to work full-time hours for like 2 months. Hey, I can do that. I could survive 2 months of that. That's fine. I've done worse. Doing AV stuff? That's my job. That's my career. That's fine. Yes. Hi. And then if I do manage to get any of the auditions, like Nijisanchi's end date is the end of this month, and then it always takes a month for people to be contacted. When do we hear the results of the cover audition you're gonna send? The audition's already sent. Results. Either I will never hear anything and will know that it's a no, or I will hear something and then I'll be put under a contract and I'll be put under NDA and I won't be able to say anything. So if I mysteriously disappear, that's how you know. If I'm just like, oops, bye. Then you listen with your ears, and you find me, and you don't tell anybody that you were here beforehand, because that gets you in trouble. That gets talents in trouble. Don't give away their previous work. Enjoy their previous work if you find it and you like it, but don't give it away. Don't be a stalker. Or you were murdered. I'm gonna find out where you live. Oh God. Would you still be Teddy? I believe only one talent in any of these big companies that I know of kept their previous persona. So probably not. But I would still be me. I'm saying way too much. But it doesn't matter. Because, I mean, that's just how it goes. Still crab on the inside, yeah. Be so famous and I'd be so proud. And then I would have constant work doing this and would be able to get paid to do this. And I'd be able to keep doing this for more time on more days. And that would be great. I enjoy entertaining you all. I really do. I really enjoy it. So to be able to do this kind of thing, like, full-time job-wise, would be wonderful. I would still, like, find ways to sneak in the other work that I do in front of and behind the camera, because I've mentioned, like, entertainment career kind of thing. Like, I'd still sneak that in, but on days that I'm not streaming, and be able to do stuff, yeah. And then we get back to the part where I know where you live. God damn it, kid. So yeah, if I do somehow get picked up, I won't be able to say anything. I know that right now. So if I suddenly disappear, keep your ears open, and then show up and support, and I will recognize your name, and I will have to be very I will have to stay chill of just like, oh hey, this person, thank you for the wow. I'll recognize you. I will absolutely recognize you, dinguses. Love you all. A few times you'd have to leave your house. That's actually another one of the big reasons. Like, I work in entertainment, which requires being in front of a camera, which means going to places, or being behind a camera, which means going to places. And I don't know if you've looked at the world outside, but apparently a lot of the world has just gone like, oh man, a pandemic, let's just give up. So I have concerns. I'm not worried about myself, mind you, because I have had all of the shots. But I know people, and in fact live with people who are more high risk. So, like, I gotta be extra careful for them. I don't want to kill my roommates. That would be bad. I like these people. So, to be able to be an entertainer at home is kind of great. And is work that I want. So, I'm here doing this. And hoping, and trying, and working hard. Working hard to the point where, oh, I didn't put it on top chat. You were censored? What'd you do? And you're not even black. Oh. You speak truth. Yeah. The world. Yeah. I don't want to get too deep into all that, because this is a place where I'm here to have fun. This is for fun. Because when I'm not here, then I'm worried about the world and everything else and stressing out. The amount of stressing that I did over the audition, let me tell. All right, we're now in Zetsidon territory. I already put up the end screen. You already saw it. Stuff is happening. Blah 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 blah. We're now in Zetsidon territory. The amount of stress that I went through of putting the auditions out. I did 2 auditions and I sent them out to where they need to go and everything. And It's been a while since I have recorded auditions for myself. Like, I've done that before for other things, doing like puppeteer stuff. I've recorded my own auditions, you know, I've done that. And it's always one of the things that I hate for a number of reasons, and one of which is because I hate myself. I look at the audition and it's like, this is trash, I can do better. And then I redo it and it's better, and I look at it and I go, this is worse. Throw it out. Do it again. Cue 20 times later, I'm just angry at myself, ready to throw things in my room. Doing it again is like, look at the recording. This sucks. Trash it. Do it again. I re-recorded so many things. I did so many takes of these auditions just because I wanted it perfect. And then I realized, wait a minute. These are auditions of me for streaming kind of thing. I'm not perfect when I stream, first off. Secondly, is there any streamer that's perfect at anything that they do? No. No. We're all hot garbage in some way or another. So then I'm looking at the auditions like, no, this is too perfect. No, this is now reached sterilization points of perfect. This is now canned entertainer thing. This is the voiceover to an insurance commercial. This is wrong. To cut it short, I was just very frustrated with myself, and I put in a lot of work, and then I took it into video editing, and I added effects and whatnot, because like the stuff behind me and all these things, like I do things to add some like kind of production value to this place. Janky, awful production value, but it's because I think that's funny. I love transparencies that aren't transparent because somebody did something wrong, and I think the broken is funny. So I put it into video editing, and I'm adding effects and doing all that, and then I have to listen to my own voice over and over and over again, saying the same thing over and over and over again as I add in this effect. And I'm going in and editing the effect frame by frame so it does exactly what I want at the end of it. Because if something appears on the screen, if it pops in and grows into place from like a 1 point to big, like if it goes like, do I have anything on the screen that I can put up? There's my 666 views. So like if something appears on the screen like whoop, sure. It looks good when something whoops in, but you know what looks better? If it goes whoop and then shrinks back down just a tiny bit, like it's settled into place. When it does that in like a split second, it looks really good. And so I go in there and I edit things frame by frame to make sure that everything does these little bits. Because it's got to be perfect. Because I work really hard, because this is stuff that I do in my life for work. And granted, these aren't the most, like, complicated things. This isn't, like, you know, professional much of anything. But I want it to look right. I want it to look good. I want it to be good because I enjoy this and I want to put out the best thing I can for work in the future and for you and for me. A lot of this is for me. This is a little bit of my own mental health here. A chance to get away from things and just have fun and entertain. And because that's what I do. That's the weird thing. Clip this and send it to Vtuber companies. You are welcome to do that. I mean, I don't know if you want to send it directly to them, but like, you are welcome to clip my videos and do things. As long as you aren't re-uploading an entire video, go ahead, make clips. That's how VTubers get noticed. Is from other people clipping their stuff and making a secondary, making a channel of like just clips of here's this idiot doing this dumb thing. Isn't that funny? Ha 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 ha. That's how I found most of the VTubers that I watch. Send it to Guru. Oh my god. I can't imagine the amount of unsolicited things they get sent to them. Or the other VTuber you totally know. There are many. There's a lot of them. I subscribe to most of their channels. Like, I think I'm subscribed to all of Nijisanji EN, definitely all of Hololive EN. I think I'm subscribed to like all of Hololive in general. The girls, the guys, all three branches of languages. Indies, like bombs, whatnot. Shoujo over on Twitch. I'm subscribed to all of them. I watch all of them. Because I'm a nerd. A weeb. Your YouTube Rex must be a nightmare. Somewhat. A little bit. Most of my recommendeds are people that I'm subscribed to that are currently live. And then clips of those same people. And then... what else? I can actually take a look. Go to bed? No. It's not late enough to go to bed. What are you talking about? What is in my things? I'm in my suggested. I'm looking at my suggested right now, and the very first thing in my suggested is this video that you are currently watching. There's also Morrowind memes in my suggested. DVD screensaver, but it always hits the corner, 10-hour version. That's in my suggested. Tom Cardy, he's in my suggested. I love Tom Cardy. I love him so much. William Papadin, who Kid actually introduced me to. What else? Some Japanese language learning, evolution game thing, the Life Engine, which is kind of neat. Cat videos. It's mostly VTubers, but there's a bunch of things. There's a bunch of things in my suggested. Friends you subscribe, barely watch anything, only 3. Oh, clump, that makes me feel that. Oh, Dokoro in my Kokoro. Thank you for that. That makes me feel nice. He streamed Elden Ring last night in armor. Oh my god. I saw that pop up in my recommendeds, but I was already watching something else. Like I popped over in another tab to like check some of my video stats, and I saw the YouTube homepage and I saw that he was streaming. I'm just like, oh my god, he streams. Oh my god, he streams as Noble Knight. That's hilarious. I'm gonna have to like check some of that out at some point. It's good stuff. Good memes. Good memes to all of you at home. All right. I think I should probably actually go and continue some of the stuff that I have yet to finish for the day. I think I'll have to send out an email for some things that haven't come in. So I'm gonna go. Let's go back to the ending screen. I've already gone through the deal. Click buttons. Click all the buttons. I don't care. Click all of them. You find a button, click on it. If it's in, my video description or my page. If it's in the chat, don't click it unless I put it there, because you don't know. You don't know who put stuff in. Okay. I'm gonna go. Love you all. Good night. Goodbye. Goodbye, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, for more Loop Hero, where I will die a lot. Yay! Goodbye!